We've started.
Hi.
Hi. How have you been?
Pretty okay.
That's good, because welcome to another episode of the podcast. That's it. Welcome.
Good night. Oh,
Good night.
right. Hi.
Hi. So, we basically did nothing, right?
For weeks?
I guess. I don't know.
Um,
What did you do in your past week?
Man, it's been like a week and a half, right?
Basically, yeah.
My brother had a birthday.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday, brother.
Celebrated that with him.
Happy belated birthday.
Shit. Started watching Dahmer, like everyone else, apparently.
Oh my god, what are you, a fan of serial killers?
Oh, no. I mean,
Oh!
a little bit.
Full
Not
reveal?
like, man, not like, oh my god, he's so cool.
Oh my god, if he was alive, I would date him, said Haler.
Dude, people are so weird, bro.
So bad, dude.
I was talking to my brother about it, because he watched the whole thing, and I was like, I'm sorry. What I said to him was, the guy that plays Dahmer in the TV show,
Peter Evans, I think his name is.
yeah. So I didn't know that was him at first. It was like he feels familiar. Then I looked it up, saw it was him,
Quicksilver?
and was like, yeah. Well, I was like, people like Dahmer because it's Peter Evans, you know.
Yeah.
Again, what's the thing that like made him famous, or at least like kind of jump started it?
American Horror Story.
That one.
Yeah.
I was like, people love him from that, and I was like, I think people are getting confused. And then my brother was like, no, like people are actually like showing like old pictures of Dahmer and being like, he was very attractive. And then I looked him up and just thought, really, this guy?
People are weird, man.
Yeah. But overall, like, the show's okay. I don't know. And
Well,
I like documentaries more than anything.
Yeah,
the shows always kind of like overplay too much of it, I think.
Yeah, because it's a dramatization of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, because like what I've been seeing online is that, like, people obviously with that shit where people are like reposting pictures of Dahmer, but then also seeing that like families of victims from like the Dahmer serial killings have like come out and said that like, why are like big like television / streaming companies putting out this stuff? Like, it's so weird for them to kind of exploit this in a way. And on top of that, I believe they didn't ask any of the family members of the victims that were portrayed in the show if they can use their likeness or their story. So it's like this weird, like, layers of just, I don't know. It's bizarre, but I guess Dahmer hot then.
No, it's weird, man. I don't know. There's always like a few people that are always willing to like date someone in jail that they don't know, right? So sort of like it's a weird it's a weird mental thing, I guess. I don't know how to explain it or like how to think about it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Like, you know, you always hear those stories about like murderers or like convicted felons having like weird groupies and shit like that. So, I mean, that's always meant to happen, but I think like something that I saw recently was like the Night Stalker. That guy. And like in the documentary that I was seeing, it was just like coming out that like a bunch of like women were like writing him letters and shit about like just how much they wanted to be with him. It's so weird. This dude was a fucking mass serial killer who killed old ladies and violated them. And yeah, I don't know. Serial killer things is just bizarre. I think we do like really like exploit it a lot, and like specifically in like American culture.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a weird way to put it. It's almost like fetishized as far as like,
Mm.
I guess glorified is more of a better
I
word.
yeah, glorified. I mean, hell, it can be fetishized because like, you get those people that are like, oh, like we just said, he's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird. I myself still, again, like, I love listening to true crime, which probably doesn't help because it generates revenue towards that. But
yeah. No,
um.
I get it.
Anyways,
So
uh,
Dammer.
Dahmer. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't watch what's it called? I didn't watch Music Man playing Vampire Guy, so.
Oh God, used me playing
uh,
vampire.
the Joker man plays
Oh, Morbius.
Vampire Bat. Yeah,
Okay, Morbius. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I can't remember his name.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
30 seconds to Morb.
it's so sad.
Yeah,
Um,
I haven't watched it. I haven't gotten the courage to even watch it.
uh, oh yeah, League of Legends news. You
Oh
won it.
no,
Uh,
God, who did Little Nas X sing about?
um, what's it called? North America got one of their. Sorry, they got their third representation in Worlds set to the next part of this next stage. And then, man, who were the other people? Uh, Somebody else made it out. I don't know. There's I think EU got theirs out too.
The EU.
Yeah. UK.
Okay. Did
So
they
yeah.
did they league? Oh
I mean,
God.
they played League, yes.
Okay.
um, and then I did hear something about Lil Nas X actually. Lil Nas X paused his or like held up his show so that he could go and take a dump. And he was on microphone while he was like going to the bathroom. He was like, "Hey guys, sorry, I gotta poop. I'll be right there."
Huh.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's a very funny guy. I like him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Little Nas X.
Other than that, I played
What?
a good amount of Destiny.
Video. Oh God.
Mm.
Mm.
Took that pre-order off of Call of Duty, that bad game, and put my pre-order into Destiny.
You're like, my
Ready for
money's.
that.
Mm. Yeah.
Ready for that 2023 Destiny, bro.
Whew, man. That's such a weird direction to go into. Don't
Why?
like.
Such a good
Didn't.
game.
I sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm an outsider looking in, so I can't really say anything.
So, me and my group tend to hate, which is like, I've talked to a lot of people that play Destiny over
Mhm.
the years, obviously by LFG. Some people getting to know people, family, other friends that play and don't play it and stuff like that, and their perspective on it. So, a lot of the time, as far as I see from Twitter and friends and close people I know from the game itself, Destiny gets hated on a lot, but
Mhm.
these people keep playing it.
Mhm.
And I'm one of those people that complain a lot about it. I see you nodding. Yes, I know you know.
Mhm.
truth is there like a bunch of things they could change to make the game better? Yes, but isn't that true with most of the games that you play? There's a bunch of things that they could update or change, and I'm not saying like single player games. I'm specifically talking about like live service games.
Yeah, multiplayer. Yeah.
World of Warcraft, for instance, there's so many things they change that people are like, I want this reverted. I remember old WoW.
League.
League constantly gets updated. It's a little different.
Yeah, I've been saying that like
there,
League's updates stuff is like insane.
yeah, there's still like complaints, of course. Like,
yeah,
people are like, oh, I don't know why you're doing this, and then it's like, well, it doesn't matter because they're not gonna fucking change it for you. Fuck you, you know.
Yeah. Only for the Koreans.
There's literally been one change I've ever seen in my fucking life, and maybe there are more I just didn't pay attention to, but I've seen one change that was so fucking bad. The world of League was like, no. And Riot was like, hey, you're right. Our bad.
What was it?
So they updated the dragons. There used to be a dragon, and the dragon was just a dragon. Then I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was just a regular dragon. The dragon gave money and a little buff whenever you killed it. Then they changed it to elemental dragons: fire, mountain, air, ocean.
Whoa. Oh.
Each one gave a specific thing: damage, shield, health regen, and speed. And then they added two this recent past season, I believe, which was the Hex Tech Drake, which gave electricity. So every time you hit, or every like fourth hit that you attack, when you have this dragon, creates an electrical chain, and it'll hit the enemy and then slow them and damage them. So you can imagine how much of a like buff that is for your team if you're literally slowing people over and over again. They can't run from you. They're basically stationary. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, the other dragon, this is the one that was a problem. When you got this one, it would make it so when your team died, or whenever a character died that had that buff, they would revive and have a second chance on life for, call it 6 seconds. I can't remember. Maybe longer, maybe shorter. And within that time, you have all your damage, all your items, everything. So you're still the same person doing the same amount of damage, just like with a short lifespan, with like a kind of like second chance type of situation. Then your character just dies and goes away. But then they revive and they still have that buff. So if they die again, they have that 6 seconds again. So like, yes.
Wow.
And that's just like really, really overpowered. So nobody really liked it. Plus there were like some things about like whenever you kill the Drake on the map, or no, whenever the Drake shows up on the map, the world kind of changes. So like the fire Drake, when it shows up, all the trees are burnt down, so now there's like a clear path that the jungle to walk. When the Earth Drake or Mountain Drake shows up, rocks kind of appear in different places, so you got to know like how to path through those. The Speed Drake just makes everything faster, and then the Ocean Drake makes more plants on the map. So like, there's different things. The problem with the Poison Drake, which is the one that they didn't want, it made vision in the jungle kind of just nothing. You couldn't see anything, even if you put a ward in. You couldn't see. It's really weird. Anyways, so yeah, they ended up changing that. And then they just showed the change that they want to permanently make that now for the new season, which is better. It's like some damage buff, which is good, and then like, I can't remember, maybe a shield or something, or health, or life steal or something like that.
Okay, but yeah, that's that explanation of what you told me that seems really bad. Good thing they took it out. But League, good.
Yeah, like League. Oh, Destiny, right?
Oh yeah.
So sorry about that.
I'm staring into the void of space. I've just said League good.
I kind of just like understand now, after like on and off of Destiny. and complaining. I kind of just like always been like, man, I wish Destiny was better. I wish Destiny was better. I wish Destiny was better. When realistically, now I just understand. I do want to play the expansions. I know I might not play every season because it's very repetitive for the season play. But the big expansions I'll definitely play. And then in between, which is like really sad to say, because it's a year expansion apart. So the expansion will drop February of 2023. I'll probably play for a month, be done all the content that they dropped for basically a year, and then stop playing. Instead of complaining about it, I'll just wait because there's literally nothing to do.
But say, what's this recent one? Is it light? What I was supposed to say, light year. What is it?
The one coming out is called Lightfall.
Lightfall. I was supposed to say light year because of that fucking font.
It looks exactly. I know it's. I don't know why they did it, man. It literally makes no sense.
It doesn't, but I mean, if you're enjoying it now, then I'm not gonna shit on you for enjoying it. So.
No, yeah, I mean, there's also like, a very small part of the community that's like, this game is good. I enjoy it.
Okay. What is the current thing right now that people are doing?
In what?
In Destiny. Like what is the current expansion? Is it still like the
current expansion? That's called the Witch Queen.
Okay, so it's still the Witch Queen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there anything like new that's happening? Besides the Witch Queen stuff, or is it just Witch Queen stuff?
The next season is going to drop a dungeon, which is like half a raid, basically. It's kind of like the way I would put it.
Okay.
And a raid is like the highest end game content, kind of. So a new dungeon will basically be like the new end game content to do until Witch Queen comes out.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, if you're having fun, have fun.
Yeah.
When are we playing Dragon Ball FighterZ? Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if I want to keep losing, man.
That's right, bitch.
I did buy the fighter pack, so I probably should fight you.
Oh my god. I haven't practiced it out. Bro, I haven't been playing like any fighting games. I'm like so rusty.
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's one that's coming out that I really want to play or anything.
What, fighting game?
Yeah, I did see. Well, we talked about all the fighting games that got announced.
Guilty.
I would love to download the soundtrack for that, though.
I mean, you can. I think it's on Steam that you can download the soundtrack.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think it's just called.
Well, not on Steam, but like.
No, I mean the thing is that when you buy music on Steam, they are an MP3 file. So
I can just drag them.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Or you can get them through other means, but I mean.
It's probably on Apple Music to be.
Oh yeah, that too. Or I think it's on Spotify. I think they made an announcement like way back saying that like their music was on Spotify and like other stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, music's good. But yeah, I should really get back into Guilty Gear or fighting games.
I was gonna say I can't remember what music I was really excited about, but we talked about it last time. Metal Hellsinger, man. Oh
yeah, that's right.
Soundtrack is so good.
Yeah, I forgot. Did you say that you enjoyed what you were playing, or was it not like really?
They need to update the gameplay so it doesn't go off rhythm.
Okay, yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Is that like there's this weird I want to say delay, but like inputting that I've been hearing.
The input feels kind of slow when I'm pressing a button.
Yeah, that's what
I wonder. I honestly wonder if it's better on mouse.
I don't know.
Just because there's no like trigger to push, it just bop 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 bop.
Maybe. I forget. Does the game on PS5 have the DualSense shit or no?
Talking about the trigger control?
Yeah, like if it has like tension.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Because I don't remember, because I played the demo, but I don't remember.
Overall, just like...
good music.
Yeah, it's a really good game idea.
Yeah. Because there's that other, we talked about this, there's like the other rhythm shooter, BPM, that I think there was like a weird story that was happening around that because like Metal Hellsinger was like in development before BPM, but BPM came out before Metal Hellsinger. It was just weird. I don't know. Good game.
I don't know what BPM is.
Oh, it's another first person rhythm shooter. A lot of people were like making comparisons to be like, a lot of people got confused because people thought that was Metal Hellsinger, but they were like, wait, that game's not out yet. Yeah, if you see a video of it, you'll be like, oh, that looks like Metal Hellsinger.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
Okay. Anything else? Just sit here in silence. Really thinking about it.
I rewatched the Hercules Disney movie.
Oh my god!
Ever made. Know that.
Quick question: Is Meg hot?
Eh.
Okay. Okay. I mean, okay, sure. I mean, yeah.
Aladdin's my favorite Disney movie, so
Mulan.
I guess.
Mulan is your favorite Disney movie?
No, live action Mulan was even worse.
Oh wait, no. What did you say? Sorry, you kind of like cut it in and out.
Oh, you said Mulan. Oh no, I'm sorry. I said Aladdin is my favorite Disney movie.
Oh, Aladdin. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I said I guess Jasmine wins.
Yeah, she has a tiger, so that's points right there.
Love Tiger.
Yeah, Hercules is a weird one, because like I remember enjoying that movie.
Weird.
Yeah, so because no, I'm not saying it's weird in a bad way. I'm just saying it's weird because it's like I don't know. Like I'm trying to think. I enjoyed it, but like I remember there was a TV show for that, right? Like a Disney TV show, Young Hercules, some shit like that.
Oh, everyone thinks it's called Young Hercules, bro.
What is it called?
It's not.
Hercules Adventures?
Oh my god, no. It's
But it is Young Hercules though.
It's actually like named after one of the songs in the movie. I can't remember though.
Not Zero to Hero.
Like Hercules on a Roll or something like that. It's all about yeah. It might be Zero to Hero.
Oh.
I actually think it's Hercules Zero to Hero, and it's all about him going to school.
Is it going?
And then like adventures that happen in between. Yep, it's about him going to school.
Wow, I don't remember. I remember it was a young Hercules, but I remember that.
It's bad.
Crazy. Yeah, I mean that's most Disney spin-off shows.
They couldn't get Danny DeVito to play Phil.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic because why would we want to hear the same voice for a character ever?
But they did get a sound alike, right?
Because this is the problem, though. You can get a sound alike; it's not the same person. It won't sound the same.
They did that in like Kingdom Hearts, because they got like
a. You remember when they replaced the guy from? Oh my god, Electric Man, Infamous. When Infamous 1 went to Infamous 2, they changed the fucking voice actor. I will always complain about this.
But
he sounds very similar, but it's not the same guy.
We're talking about Hercules, all right?
It doesn't matter. It's a voice. You can get a sound alike. I'm still gonna hate you.
Wow. But what about Tom Hanks's brother that plays all his voice parts? That's a real thing. Tom Hanks's brother plays his voice. Yeah, no. That's why in Kingdom Hearts 3, it's not Tom Hanks, it's his brother that does the voice of Woody. Yeah.
Is it really Tom Hanks' brother?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome.
Really good job. All right.
Yeah, no.
To be fair, family.
I think with family. I think I forget what else I think he did like the Toy Story video games as well. Like he was like the voice of Woody for like a good bit in the video games.
Yeah, Toy Story on PlayStation 1. Oh my god.
I hear good things about Toy Story 3 on PlayStation 3.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, Toy Story 3 on PlayStation 3 I hear is actually pretty alright. Same thing with Cars 3 and G-Force. You remember G-Force?
No.
It's about the guinea pigs.
Oh fuck. I've never seen that, but yeah.
Wow. All right. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it like once, but that is a Disney property. G-Force.
I guess. Can we take a break real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, we're back from the break. Well, I mean, I've been sitting here for like the past couple minutes. I didn't move.
Good break. Good break.
So what were we talking about? Destiny?
Oh no.
League?
A mixture of that and like Disney movies.
Oh yeah, Disney movies. Yes, you
That
watched.
was it for my sorry, for my week.
Okay, gotcha.
That is a large water bottle.
Yeah, it's my canteen.
Shit.
Yeah.
Who makes that?
It says Tal.
TAL?
Yeah, TAL. Yeah. No, because I use it for work, but I had work today, so.
Is the head easily cleanable?
Yeah, it's just like the water spout, and that's it. Yeah, it's like
I used to have one, and I would clean it, and it got to the point. So I mixed my drink inside of there. I use this BAC. I can't see it right now. I think it's called BAACs or BACC.
Mhm.
It's this powder mixture you drink for working out. It's supposed to help like regeneration, like muscle healing and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like a good alternative to like sodas and stuff and all that in case like you drink a lot of that or whatever. But the bottle I used to use, the head, got a lot of that, I guess, stuff stuck in it, and it started to like smell bad. I would wash it like routinely, and I just couldn't understand why it was like
Still
getting all gross, basically.
Yeah. Did you ever like leave it and like? Well, what my mom does is like take the bottle apart and like leave it like submerged in like bleach water. So you did that, but it still smelled? Damn.
So what I was thinking is like somehow some stuff is like getting underneath like the
Like,
innards.
Yeah, some little cracks or something that are just stuck there.
And it was just like stuck in there. I ended up throwing the bottle away, and I was just like, okay, whatever. But
fuck this bottle. Well, yeah.
there were like some layers to it. It was a very weird thing. I didn't like it.
No,
So.
it's this one's just a very simple canteen where it's just the drinking spout and that's it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I'm trying to drink more water, obviously. I'm trying to think. What did I do with my week?
You played Mario 64?
I played Mario 64. No. I actually did beat 3 games. But before I start the 3 games, I did watch 3 movies? 3 movies or 2? Yes, I watched 3 movies. Hold on. What did I watch? Oh yeah. I did mention this last week. I think before we started the podcast last week, I was in the middle of watching a movie called The Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford. You like Brad Pitt movies? Which also I've heard on the news that Brad Pitt is kind of an abusive piece of shit. So yeah.
When?
There was like a recent thing that came out that Angelina Jolie said that that Brad Pitt was an abusive a husband in the relationship and that the kids don't like him. And I'm like, that's sad.
Yeah.
But anyways, just talking on the movie end perspective of what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a very interesting movie. It's by Brad Pitt's production company called Plan B. Uh,
Ah.
yeah. But it's essentially a historical drama about Jesse James, the outlaw,
Mhm.
and about his essentially his assassination by Robert Ford, and who plays Robert Ford is Casey Affleck. Um, yeah, yeah, Casey
That's
Affleck.
pretty cool though.
No, it's actually genuinely like a really good movie. It's very well shot. There's a lot of like really interesting landscape shots that they do. Um, yeah, it's a very good movie. I recommend it. It's long. It's like 2 hours and such, but I really enjoyed it. Just because I didn't know anything about like I didn't even know Jesse James was assassinated. Um, but it was a thing that was recorded through time, and even Robert Ford, after the assassination that he did, would do shows about like him storytelling the way he killed Jesse James and then kind of glorifying it, which was like something I was not expecting. And it's an interesting perspective, specifically when you get to the end of the movie that I don't really want to ruin. But it is a like I said, a historical drama, so like history kind of is its own spoilers. Yeah, good movie. And then the other two movies I watched were two foreign movies. The first one I watched was a Japanese movie called One Cut of the Dead, which since we're in the month of October, I highly, highly, highly recommend watching that movie. It is such a it's such a good time. It's a horror comedy. Essentially the premise is this film crew goes to like this abandoned warehouse as a location for their zombie movie, and real zombies start to appear, and it just goes off from there. But there's something that the movie does where it's like it does a very interesting thing, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it. um so after that, I did watch a movie that a lot of people were comparing as like an actual zombie movie, which is it's not really a zombie movie. Um, it's a Taiwanese movie called The Sadness. Essentially, you've seen 28 Weeks Later, right? Or 28 Days Later.
So long ago.
But you know how like they're not technically zombies; they're like infected people with like a weird disease.
Sure.
Okay, so essentially, the sadness is the sadness
Sorry.
is no. The sadness is that there's like they're not technically zombies, but they're like infected people, and the infection, what it does, it's like a like another mutated version of rabies, where they
Okay.
start to go like full on psycho. Um, it's one of these movies that like it's very disturbing in a lot of spots. But like it is very gory, but you can kind of tell they're having a lot of fun with like the blood splurts and stuff because it is just bonkers. But if you can handle like really disturbing shit, then it is an enjoyable movie to watch. But yeah, those are the three movies that I
Disturbing as far as like bloody or like it's
there
fucked up what they do.
there's some fucked up parts.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some fucked up parts. Um, but yeah, but I think but if you wanted like a more humorous time, I really recommend One Cut of the Dead. That's a movie I really really recommend, like especially now during the month of October. Uh so besides movies, I I played 3 games. Obviously on stream I beat the Somnium Files.
That game was
Uh
interesting.
it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. If you don't know the previous works of the writer for that game, it's the Nonary games, or the first game was called 999, the second game was called Virtue's Last Reward, and the third game was called Zero Time Dilemma. And these were all games they were like all what is it called? Escape room games. So like each game you would go through, and basically to progress through the story you would have to get through an escape room. But the interesting part of each game was that the story would kind of split off into different branches of like different endings and different ways it can go. In which eventually, if you get all different branches, you start to see that everything kind of like comes together. I really like those games. I highly recommend those if you want like somewhat of a really fascinating story with escape rooms. Um, but with Somnium Files does that whole thing where it introduces the whole splitting of branches and like different timelines and stuff like that, with a very interesting story of a serial killer, um, or a serial killer copycat on the loose, doing some weird shit, and it's up to you to find out who is the serial killer, while also trying to find out, or not find out, but like also piecing together something uh something weird that's going on in like in the future Japan world that you're in. It's really interesting. It's a very good game. Uh I was not expecting that true ending. I don't want to ruin it, but like I put up all the videos on the YouTube VODs. So the real true ending is really gonzo. But I enjoyed it. And I got the fucking second game, so I'm very interested to see where the second game goes. If it's a different timeline or if it's something like that, I'm very interested. But I don't know if I'm gonna play that game immediately, because I was so obsessed with the first game. Because like I played like fuck, dude. Like the longest I went into stream for this game was like 6 hours. I was like really, really obsessed with the story because the story was really, really good. But yeah, besides Stream Game, I also beat two other games. I finally beat Lords of the Fallen.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I did this to myself.
uh,
Yeah, it is rough. It is a very rough game. I don't know whether or not Lords of the Fallen was like technically the first Souls like game. Like it was, if it was like a Dark Souls clone.
I think it's clone. Dark Souls came out before that, I'm pretty sure. Or
It,
Demon
no,
Souls.
but that's what I'm saying, is that like if it was the first clone of that genre.
Mm.
Because I'm trying to think, because I feel like the PS4 era is where like a lot of Souls like clones were starting to happen.
Yeah, I feel like probably. Probably that was the first.
Probably, but like, anyways, as its own game, it is rough. It is fucking rough. So there's a thing in the game where whenever you enter combat, it is Souls like, but whenever you enter combat and you hit an enemy and the impact, oh, the way the game shows that you made impact is that the camera starts to shake. And it's it does not feel good like at all. There's no way of changing it in the game settings. Like you're stuck with that shit every time you hit an enemy. You're always like stuck with the fucking camera shaking. It does not feel good. What also is kind of a thing that I didn't like was your attacks had a startup animation. So it kind of felt like forever whenever you're using a weapon, like when you're starting up the swing and then when you eventually make the hit, like it felt like it took forever. And there are enemies in that game where like they are way faster than you. And then the game's very reliant on the fact that like you have very like weightless equipment on, so you can like roll faster and like yeah, like it just didn't feel good. I can say, but I did beat it. I don't know how the fuck I did it, but I beat it. Um, on top of that, a lot of the bosses were very lackluster. Some of them had like really interesting gimmicks, but I think like I said, the thing that really faltered in that game was the combat, because you, it's just you hitting stuff felt super sluggish, and I don't know, like I'm still thinking about it. How the fuck did I get through that game? Um, But yeah, there was also like DLC that came out for like I think it's called like the Ancient Labyrinth that has like a secret boss. But I got to a point of the game where I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna beat it. That's it. I'm just gonna beat it, call it a day, then pack my shit and play something else. So yeah, Lords of the Fallen is it's a very weird game. I would not recommend it. I do want to try out the other game that I believe that company did was The Surge. It's another yeah,
Oh my god, they made a
yeah,
second one of that too.
yeah, The Surge too. Yeah.
That
It's
not bad gameplay,
it's Robot Souls, but it's
but
boring.
like,
Yeah, what I've been seeing is
yeah,
that it's just very boring looking. The premise is neat. You know, you're in like a robot hell kind of, or like cyborg hell, because like the enemies you're fighting are like like almost like corpses that are like have like weird augments and shit like that. Anyways, um, but I think this kind of brings back to the other thing of the Lords of the Fallen, the other game that was announced during Summer Games Fest, I think it was. You remember where I was losing my mind, where I was like, yeah,
I thought it looked good too. Or maybe that's not why you lost your mind. It looked good.
but my question is whether or not they're going to change the combat because like I said, Lords of the Fallen, I believe, was one of the earliest Dark Souls clones. So my question is because of how far a lot of Souls games have progressed in gameplay, I wonder if they're going to take that to heart and actually change the gameplay in that, which I'm assuming they're going to have to.
Yeah, it
Because
sucks because like Lords of the Fallen, when I played it, or Lord of the, whatever the first one is,
yeah, Lords of the Fallen.
it it looked really good. The game looks good. I don't like the gameplay. I think if it was a action adventure, it would have been I I would have been sold on it way easier. And if this new one, of course, I doubt it's going to be. I'm sure it'll follow in its own footsteps.
Yeah, it's going to be a Souls game.
Again, it looks so cool. If it was action adventure, I'd play it. But if it's going to be Souls, I'll watch you play it or something.
Yeah, if I just got to see gameplay of it because like that's
No,
one
yeah, yeah.
I'm very curious because like I said, it's just with this game, it is obviously is very sluggish, and
Fine, I'll watch Ninja play it.
wow, you watch Ninja but not me.
Blevins will play it. Don't worry.
Wow. But yeah, it's just one of those games where it's just like I felt like I was more frustrated with the combat more than anything, and
Yeah.
there was a lot of points where like the game had like weird ass bugs happening because I played the PC version of this. Um, one bug that I ran into was God, this enemy did a like unblockable grapple move, and it started bugging out in which it threw me out of the arena, and I was just wandering around like endless space, not being able to do anything. So I had to like reload the whole fucking fight, and I was actually like near the end of the battle itself. So that really like fucked me up. And then when I got to the last boss, there's a weird gimmick that the boss does where it shoots a laser beam, trying to like hit you with it, and you got to like basically run around not to get hit. The only problem is that there's weird geometry that's going on with the arena itself. Because as I'm running, there are moments where like my character starts to like dip back because like I said, like it's uneven ground because of the. It's just it was so bizarre. Like there were a lot of weird like geometry shit that was going on with like just floor planning. Um, yeah, it's a game I wouldn't say I would recommend to a lot of Souls fans or people that are interested in Souls games because it is much rougher. Um, much rougher, especially with like the whole armor equipment stuff because as if you have like heavy armor, you're going to roll a lot heavier and you don't have to necessarily be reliant on rolls because you do have like a big great shield at times, but rolls are a lot better because of the amount of iframes you have when you do a roll.
iframes.
Iframes.
Is that like an iPod?
Yes. No, it's your invincible frames. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Oh yeah, and there was another thing where I got fucking stuck in the game. Where no, I got progression stuck because I didn't know what to do. Uh, until I had
No.
I had to look up a video, and someone was like, "Oh yeah, you use the projectile thing that you have when you get in the game at the beginning," and I'm like, "Oh, w-
What was it problematic because they don't give you enough information on what to do, or you just skipped the shit and you didn't pay attention?
I think it's because I didn't pay attention and I just got lost because the
Okay.
story is like really, really generic and not that interesting."
Is there any way for you to look back and see like what you need to do,
So
or they
there
didn't really
was
have that?
when I was looking through the video of like that person playing through the game to see what the fuck I was supposed to do,
Mhm.
the character that gives you the ability to use your projectile to access a door tells you specifically, "Oh, I'm going to access your projectile so you can unlock this door." But I just did not pay attention, and I was like wandering like for like half an hour trying to figure out where the fuck am I supposed to go. And then yeah, I look up the video and I was like,
10
"Oh,
out of 10, this game, chunks don't care.
yeah." I just stopped giving a shit because I didn't really give a shit about the story. No, like genuinely, I
Yeah,
didn't.
that's fair. That's fair.
It's like super generic. It's like your main character you do not give any shits about. His whole story is that like he was a prisoner in like this weird fantasy prison and he's so bad, and then
He's so bad.
he's so bad. He's like the baddest dude, but he's the baddest
Whoa,
dup that can
this
fight.
guy
He
actually bad.
he can fight the other bad guys, and it was so bad. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then it's literally the ending of that game. Oh my god! Literally the ending of the game where like the god of that world is like, "Man, your main character's name is Harkin. He's like, "Man, Harkin, you were so bad in actual life that your badness made you the good guy for real." And it's just like it's so stupid. It's so dumb. I was
Oh
like,
my
"Wow,
god.
I do not give I do not give a single shit about this game." Um, yeah, I beat
I
it.
I've tried playing that game. Like, so what you're
You
talking
know
about.
how rough it is, right?
Let me explain this.
Okay.
I've played 15 minutes of that game 20 different times.
Wow.
Where I delete the game and then I'm like, every once in a while I'm just like, I'll retry it because I don't give it enough chances, you
Yeah.
know? And then I go back 15 minutes and I'm like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know
I
how you
said,
did it. That's a lot of hours, bro.
I really don't know how I did it either.
Do you know exactly like around how much time it took?
I can actually look that up right now. Hold on. Cuz I wouldn't say I streamlined it, but like I did some of the some side quests. But like I said, it is its story is like you don't really give a shit about anything. Uh, do. Hold on, hold on. God damn it. Fucking Steam's bullshit. 11.3 hours. Yep. That's just the base game. And then, like I said, there is like that additional ancient labyrinth shit. And I just looked up a video. I'm like, oh, the boss fight, not really that interesting either. So, and even then, like I was seeing reviews for that specific thing, and it was like very, very mixed, almost negative. So I was like, yeah, it was just not worth it. Yeah, like I said, well, I can say I played a Souls like game. I'm planning on playing another Souls like game because I'm fucking crazy. I plan on playing Code Vein. It's anime Souls.
Oh, that looked good. And then I tried the beta and I just didn't like it.
I bought the game on PC like a while ago.
Why'd you do this to yourself?
Anime Souls. Um, but yeah, Lords of the Fallen. Yeah, and then after that, I went back and I actually beat Dead Rising 3. I I don't think I'm a huge Dead Rising fan. I like the concept of Dead Rising, but those games are very jank.
Yeah.
They're very jank games. I know people really, really like those games. I really, really like 2. Because
Who
it
makes
was
those games?
Capcom.
Yeah. It feels like
Capcom
Ubisoft makes them.
Vancouver. Wow.
That's what like when I think about that game, it's kind of like playing
Assassin's
mm,
Creed,
nope, they're like shooter one.
The Division,
No,
Rainbow Six,
the
Far
one
Cry,
open world shooter.
Far Cry.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
It's like playing that.
Yeah, I mean, well, for me, Dead Rising 2 is the first one I played, and I like Dead Rising 2, because it was the first one I played. But I think I played a little bit of Dead Rising 1. No, I watched my cousin play Dead Rising 1 for a little bit. And like I said, I like the concept of it where it's like you're in a mall, your mall is your playground, and you can build dumbass weapons and like drive around with like your carts and shit and like hit zombies with it. Like it's just goofy. Like its main story is it takes itself seriously, but you know it does it in a way like like a dumb zombie B movie does. Um and it's the exact same thing with Dead Rising 3. Um it's goofy, uh it's jank. It was okay for what I played. And then I got to the ending and I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Like that's all it is. And it still surprises me at the fact that this was a launch game for the Xbox One. Like this was something that Microsoft was like pushing out when the Xbox One was coming out, where it's like you can play Dead Rising 3 exclusively on Xbox. And I was like, okay. And then yeah,
Yeah.
I played it and I'm like, yep, that is a game that I played. Um yeah, and like I said, I like the concept. I like the weapons. Dead Rising 3's weapons were, some of them were pretty fun. Some of them felt really overpowered. And then the ability to make super vehicles or combo vehicles were pretty cool, where you had like a motorcycle with like buzzsaws around it, and you're like driving past, or like you're driving into zombies, and like they're all getting chopped up by the motorcycle. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Um, and then I think the biggest game changer in that game was the ability to create combo weapons on the fly. So if you grab like 2 items to make a combo weapon, you can just make it right there instead of going to a workbench and like making it at a workbench. Um, so I think that was a very, very good idea to do it on that part. Um, but yeah, like I said, the story I didn't really care. The main character is an idiot. Uh, and I forgot that, you know how the zombies are made in Dead Rising? Bees. Yeah,
Okay.
they were weird.
So this is a prequel to Haze.
Oh my god. Oh my god, now I gotta play Haze. I gotta get my copy of Haze. Yeah.
Brother,
I
someone right there.
it was one of the games I really wanted to play on PS3. I remember that.
When Haze was announced, I was like, "This looks really cool. Hopefully, it's cool." And then it came out, and I was just like, "This feels a lot like what the fuck was that one game they tried to push so hard with the
Killzone?
aliens and shit?
Oh, not Killzone. Oh, Resistance.
Fuck Resistance, Jesus
What do you
Christ,
mean?
people!"
That guy on Twitter was super hyped about the thing that does not exist. You know the
People were
one.
like, "Resistance is so cool," and I was like, "All right, guys."
Yeah, I have
I
no
think
affinity.
we're all remembering different things here.
I have no affinity
We
to
all have different
Resistance.
definitions of what cool means here.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people have a different definition of cool. But yeah, I have no affinity to the Resistance series. It's so weird that it's made by the people who did Ratchet and Clank. Like it is
That makes a lot of sense of why it's bad.
it is not good. Like its story, it's interesting where it's like it's an alternate world where we got invaded by aliens during World War One, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. But then it's just like I don't care. And then Resistance 3 I played like not that long ago, and I was like, it's okay. Gunplay is actually kind of okay, but like, yeah, you don't really care for it.
Yeah. Now
I
that
don't,
I know
I don't remember the
they
main
made
character's
it
name.
from
Nathan
Resistance.
Nathan Hale. I remember that's the main character of the first two games. I now remember Resistance 3 is Joseph Capelli. I retain dumb fucking shit for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dead Rising 3 I played. So this was the funny thing. I kind of went on Twitter and I kind of like gave my thoughts on Dead Rising 3. And I played this on PC, so it was the Apocalypse version that comes with like DLC episodes. I got to a point where like I played the first DLC episode and I played a little bit of the second one, and I just got to a point where I was just like, not really digging it, and I just stopped. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll play all of them. So I played all the DLC episodes, and I'm like, they really don't add anything besides different perspectives of different people during the whole thing that was happening in Dead Rising 3. But other than that, they're like each episode's like an hour long, and like I said, they're all not that super interesting. So not really worth 4 hours technically. So yeah, that was basically what I played through the weekend, or through my week. But I should really get back to other stuff that I was playing, and I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm gonna play on stream, because there's one game in particular that I do want to play. That's actually not that long. It's like 6 hours. It is House of Ashes. It's by the people that did Until Dawn. Wow! During Spooky Month, you're gonna wave your hand like that? What you want me to play Resident Evil again? Is that what you want? I really should play
RE0 specifically.
Oh God! I streamed that, right? Yeah, I did.
I know Dino Dad hates it, so
Yeah,
play it.
but he'll play all the Resident Evils.
It's true.
Yes, he would.
He would just go. I'm sure he would play 0 through. I don't know what the sequence is of who comes first or second, but yeah, he would play the entire anthology. I'm sure.
I was about to say there is some pretty cool like Resident Evil mods on PC. Like for Resident Evil 1, there's a randomizer that can happen. That you can install, and I hear is actually pretty fun when you play the game with the randomizer on.
I love the Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, that's a
that
good
one's
one.
pretty cool.
That one's pretty cool. There's also like Resident Evil 4 where it's like enemy replacement and shit like that, which I hear is pretty good as well. But no, like I'm like genuinely trying to find like stuff to play this month that's spooky, and House of the Ashes is one of them, obviously. But I can't really think of anything else that I have that is spooky. Are you typing up spooky games?
No.
Oh, I thought you were typing with spooky games.
Or you're trying to figure out what spooky games to play?
Yeah, especially during this month, because I really just play like stuff that I have. Ugh.
Ugh. I mean, Dead Space.
Yeah, I still haven't streamed Dead Space.
You
3.
look so disappointed.
No, because like I played
such a good game.
I know I played Dead Space 1. I played Dead Space 2 on
Hates
stream.
Dead Space. Confirmed.
But Dead Space 3 is one of those weird ones where it's like I haven't streamed that. I did play it, but it's not a good game. It's an okay game, but it's not a good game. It's not a good Dead Space game.
What, Dead Space 1?
Dead Space 3.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a bad game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bruh. That's what I'm saying, bruh.
Delete
Uh,
game.
yeah. So yeah, I just gotta figure out what else I'm gonna stream. Like I said, I'm kind of like in between whether or not streaming House of Ashes or streaming something else, or maybe streaming the sequel to Somnium Files. Maybe. um, but yeah, other than that, yeah, really not really playing anything else. Yeah, just trying to get back and play stuff that has been in my back catalog for like a good while. Gravity Rush is like the biggest one because I've like
Yo, have you played it?
Gravity Rush.
Yes.
I I started it up. I got into like chapter 8. I'm currently in chapter 8 right now.
Jesus Christ, you made it way further than I did. I think I
Dude,
did like an hour of gameplay.
I had to look up. I'm like, how many chapters is this game? And it's like 21. And I'm like, that's not bad. That's not bad because
It's
like
cool, right?
it is. No, it is. I'm like, every time I start playing that game, I'm like, I forget this is a fucking Vita game. This came out on PS Vita, and it's like it's crazy because it's like it is a pretty good game, but it's like if it wasn't for somebody at fucking Sony to be like, let's put this shit on PlayStation, it's like it would have been just stuck on the Vita, and it got a sequel on PlayStation 4. It's a good game.
Yeah. The second one, I have both. I think
Yeah.
I get, I buy a lot of shit and just don't play it.
Same, bro. Same.
The same thing. The same thing with like when you get the free games, I kind of just catalog them and don't think about it half the time.
Mhm.
But like, I think we got 1 or 2 for free, and then I think I bought the other one. Um, it again, like it was actually really enjoyable to play. Just something I didn't think about. I'm sure like a Call of Duty came out, and I was like, well, we'll play Call of Duty now.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something that's gonna just show up that's gonna take over your back catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Gravity Rush has always been in my back catalog, but it's just like I don't know why I put it down. I don't remember if there was something that came out around the time I started playing Gravity Rush 1, but like it's just weird that like it's a good game, but I just fell off hard for some reason. But I do want to continue playing that and actually beat it, and then I hear really, really good things about the second game. So I do want to continue on playing Gravity Rush. There was a point where I was actually playing like all the Saints Row games, where I'm trying to play all the Saints Row games. But that's something that's probably never gonna happen in this timeline. But yeah, I just want to focus on Gravity Rush. I think that's the thing with me mostly is that like if I really want to commit myself to a game, I will fucking commit myself to a game, but at the detriment of like not playing the rest of the games that I've like started up. So there's always that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like do you do that when you play games? Like are you able to like just play a game and then move on to a different game even though you played the game you played previously for like 15 seconds?
Explain that. I'm sorry.
So have you ever like been able to play 2 games at the same time instead of committing yourself to one game? Especially like single player stuff
Yeah, I'm
specifically.
trying to think. Mm, uh, no. Most of the
Wow.
time, no.
Okay.
If it's heavily story based, no. I try to focus on that thing because, like, I want to. I'm heavily if I'm very invested in the story, it's a point of like getting all the story through my head
Yeah.
directly. Boom,
Yeah.
done that thing. Um, but you were saying on single player, if it's multiplayer things like Destiny or Fortnite or Call of Duty or this or that, usually those things I'm just like hopping around between each other.
Yeah. No, I get you. Because like I said, I'm very focused on like one specific thing and I realize that like I haven't really played that many 2022 games. Like I played like stuff that was on my back catalog that I really stuck in with. Like the perfect one I can think about is like Inscription. Inscription was a game that came out in like 2020 or 2020 or 2019. I don't remember when that came out, but like that was a game that I just like I played the demo of, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy the full game. Bought the full game, and I just put all my time into that, and I beat it. And it's one of the best games I played in a while, and a genre that I've never played before, fucking card battler. It
That
also
was
came out
Inscription, right?
Inscription. Yeah, it also came out on consoles. Came out on PS5.
Yeah.
I don't. There's a specific section. I'm very, very curious on what the fuck they did for consoles, but I can't double dip. I can't.
Oh right, you were saying the save file. You were wondering how that works.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess some Inscription spoilers. In the third act, it does a thing where it tries to use your memory, or like the memory in your computer or your machine. So I'm very curious as to what the fuck the game does. And also it does a little thing where it's like, oh, you can use your friends' avatars as things as card placements. And I'm like, how does that work on PlayStation? I'm so curious. I'm so curious, but I can't double dip. I can't double dip. I can't do it. Talk me out of it. Say something. Tell me no.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Fuck.
Oh god, wallet. You're buying like 30 copies. Okay.
It's such a good game. I really, really recommend it. Like I said, especially with
I'll let you say that's a good game only if you admit that that fucking rat game is fucking terrible.
Oh, bro, the fucking sequel's coming out. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Terrible
Oh,
game.
I'm so excited.
Oh look, my rat powers.
Oh, rat powers. My brother needs to control his rat powers.
My son. Wait, is it
Bro,
brother or son?
It's her brother.
What the?
You're playing as the older sister, and you're protecting your brother because.
This is how much I know.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm gonna talk about the fucking game. I'm gonna talk about Plague Tale. Fuck. What is it? Plague Tale Innocence, I think it's called. But it essentially the fucking end. The end is the coolest shit. Do you remember how that game ended?
You kill the Pope, I think.
Yes, you fight the Pope with rat powers. It is so fucking cool. The Pope is like.
I feel bad that I know it. Why did I watch you? I don't know why I watched.
It is so fucking cool because the Pope is like, I have the rat powers, and then he starts using the rat powers, and the little kid's like, I will use my rat powers, and I'm like, okay, this is stupid, but I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm so excited for the fucking sequel. It's coming out this month. Ah. You fight the fucking Pope.
Do I not pray enough to you? Is this what you've done?
No, you got to fight God with your rat powers. Oh my god! Yeah, I actually got to look up like what the fuck else is coming out this month, but I completely forgot that is coming out this month. Fucking A Plague's Tale Requiem. Time to stream that.
Help.
Fuck it. I was banging against my fucking desk. I don't know if that caught up on audio, but like, yeah, fucking that game. That game is so.
Wait, you just banged against your desk earlier? Like
no, when I was like talking about the Pope fight, I was getting hype about Pope fight.
I don't think I did. I don't think I did hear you actually.
Okay, that's fine. Anyways, yeah, just back catalog shit I gotta play. I tried getting back into Returnal. God, that game kicks my shit. And you beat it, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't beat it?
Wesley beat it.
Oh, that's right.
And he's been holding my goddamn that entire. He's so good, bro.
I don't know how he does it.
Bro. So to be real, I could like get to the boss a lot of the time. It was just like problematic by the time I got to the boss. I was like either low health or this or that.
Yeah. It's just getting there.
Yeah, it's survivability through the thing of, like you said, basically kind of like just getting there.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like I can get there. It's just it's hard at the end.
Yeah.
And again, it's like a lot of RNG. Like Will
Yeah.
you get the good gun? Will you get the good variant
The
of
good
that
perks,
gun?
yeah. The perks and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of that isn't really explained well. The perk systems and how to change them, and
Yeah, the mutation shit, it's kind of self-explanatory, but at the same time, you really got to know which ones are the best mutations to get. So, but yeah, it all comes down to RNG. That's the only thing about that game. That's why like a lot of like roguelikes are very tough for me to get into, and I like Returnal because of its atmosphere and like the story in a way. But it is a very, very tough game, and I'm just so surprised that people are able to beat it. That's the only thing.
yeah, it's it's kind of like my Souls game to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth the playtime because the story is so good, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion. I'm sure people don't like it, but
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was enjoyable. I definitely think it's a $60 game. Would buy again.
It was $70.
Um,
It was launch, remember?
not when I bought it
Okay. I mean, no, because
then.
it was a launch PS5 game and it was $70. Probably you got it at a better deal.
Yeah, yeah. It was on sale when I bought it. Because it was like a year or two later.
Hmm.
I also didn't get the PS5 till like a little
Later,
bit
yeah,
afterward. Yeah,
yeah,
I think it
yeah.
was about
Same,
a year later.
same.
I also sold my copy of Returnal because it's on my pass.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your premium, your
Nope,
extras.
extra bitch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay for premium. I'm just like, I'm really a supporter of like we should be able to just own our content.
Um. Yeah. Yeah. Returnal is a very tough game. It is very tough. I would say it is for me the way I feel. Well, the way I perceive people to feel about Souls games, where it's like they feel like inaccessible at times. Where I feel like Returnal is kind of like that for me, but regardless, it's not really deterring me from playing it. Like I still go in a couple of times and I'm like, okay, like I just didn't get it this run. Or there would be something stupid I do during a run and then I just die and I'm like, fuck, there goes all that good shit that I had.
Yeah, so like I think my biggest problem I had when I played that game, I will go back and beat it at some point. I just
Yeah.
like it's one of those things. So this kind of leads into that. So the problem I had was I would play it, like do my run. Say my run takes 30, 40 minutes. Fuck, I'm dead.
Hmm.
30, 40 minutes again. Fuck, I'm dead. At that point, I'm like, okay, I've now wasted 2, 3 hours on this, trying to get to the boss, trying to fight the boss. And don't get me wrong, like, that's still part of the fun. It is enjoyable,
Yeah.
but it kind of eventually it wears, and you're just like, okay, well, now I don't want to do this. And I want to go do something else,
Yeah,
that like,
it can get grating at times, yeah.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, grating.
That's the wordings.
Yeah.
God, this guy in English, bro. What'd you do? Take an English class in high school, huh?
I took the one.
Oh
I
no,
took the one
he
English.
took more than me.
Uh yeah, I agree with that. It's just like there are moments where I am going through that
Yep.
game and I'm like, okay, I'm having a really good time, but then it just does get frustrating where I'm like, all right, I fucked up somehow and now I kind of put myself back in a rut and I don't feel like playing this anymore. I'm just going to go play Dead Rising 3 or Lords of the Fallen. Do that stupid bullshit. um but yeah, I agree with you on that like someday I'll beat it. There'll be one day maybe where I beat it. I don't know how the fuck Wesley beat it. But he did it. And I don't know if he has those secrets.
Honestly, I've played a lot of games with him. He's just good. He's good
Yeah,
at video games. Like that's
yeah, no,
just straight up period.
yeah, no. Wesley is genuinely good at video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, to give him credit, no, he is very good at video games.
Cause I'm thinking about like high end content on Destiny I play with him, and
Mhm.
like I consider myself decent. He will go like above and beyond and like pay attention to the builds he's making and
Mm-hmm.
what's it called? He'll make sure like he executes it properly, you know.
That's why I'm so genuinely surprised, because I think Wesley can actually be really good at fighting games, but he just doesn't like fighting games.
Yeah.
It's so weird because like like you said, he is actually genuinely good at games, and it is true. Yeah, he is. But yeah, he doesn't like fighting games, so that's why I have nobody to play with when I want to play fighting games. Because he always like, oh, I don't feel like spending money, and I'm like, okay, thanks.
Do we need 3 people for the raid on Dragon Ball?
Fighters? Technically, yeah.
Well, because I have a friend that plays it again. Remember?
Okay, yeah. I forgot,
Yeah.
but I haven't played fighters. I haven't played any fighting games.
No, but we can do the raid still.
Oh yeah. That we can do. We can do that anytime.
You should also fight my friend so I can watch him beat you and I can laugh.
Oh my
Ha, ha,
god!
ha. I can be like, ha, 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 ha. Look at you. Ha, ha, ha,
But I gotta practice, bro. I
Don't
gotta
be a bitch.
practice. This kind of brings back to the whole thing of me playing one single game. Is that like I haven't played any fucking fighting games, man. Like I haven't gone back to Guilty Gear or DNF Duel, Dragon Ball Fighters. Fucking, I wanted to get back into KOF 15, and I just haven't. And the new fucking DLC team came out for KOF 15, and I'm just like, God damn it! I have not put any time into fighting games. But there's so many fighting games. What do?
Stupid.
But yeah, I really want to play more fighting games. I want to say that at least. Because that's the thing is that like even with Guilty Gear, I just wait for a new character to drop, play them for like a good while online, and then just never go back. And I feel really guilty about that. It almost grinds my gears.
That's the show, kids.
Woo! All right,
One.
episode done. All right. So yeah, that's it for my week.
And those bands. Oh man, I've been really holding that in.
I didn't really do anything else besides play video games and watch some movies and work. Oh, and something really unfortunate happened in the week as well. An artist that I really really liked their work, Kim Jong-gi.
Yep.
Yeah, he passed away this week, and it hits hard, man. It really hits hard. That guy was so fucking talented.
Like I didn't know who he was. I looked at all his stuff. Holy crap, that guy was really good.
He's so fucking talented, bro. There's an interview of him describing his like drawing process, and he talks about how like he's just memorized things. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just insanely good memory that he has. And like you see him like doing drawings of like just very obscure character art, and it's just like it's the most phenomenal thing you can look at. It's like there was one where he does like a whole mural of like people, but it's like tigers and like weird robots and like soldiers and stuff like that. It's just weird shit, but like the amount of detail he's able to put in every brush stroke is just insane, and it's all from memory. Like I'm just thinking, I'm like, how does he remember what the design of a U.S. soldier helmet looks like? Like he's just able to just remember that. Yeah, incredibly talented. He was supposed to be at Comic-Con this year, and yeah, it's just crazy that happened. Heart failure, I think it was, or a heart attack he had, and
yeah. So it was wild. How old was he? Do you remember?
He was like fucking 40 something, in his late 40s, I think.
Yeah. So it was really weird to find out that he was so young when he died. It was really weird to find out it was a heart attack. Because I do remember reading this. Because you look at a picture of the guy, I don't know his eating habits, I don't know his workout, but he looks really in shape.
He looks healthy, yeah.
To die from a heart attack, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's just.
I guess it could be genetics, but like.
Yeah, I mean, it's the cruelness of the world. It's just like shit like that can happen to anyone.
No, yeah, it definitely was just like one of those things that was really like sucky to hear, because I was just like, man, it's really sucky to like find out that guy that's what happened. You know?
It's like the same thing with Kentaro Miura, the author of Berserk, where a lot of people were speculating that it was him dying of being overworked, but in reality, it's like, nah, it's just something unfortunate that happened because his best friend that was with him worked out with him. He would
Yeah.
say that like he was trying to take better care of himself, and he just died, and that was it. Like it wasn't necessarily anything to it. Yeah. Kim Jong-gi, very very talented Korean artist, South Korean artist, and damn, it is a shame. It is
Yeah.
such a huge shame. Yeah, because like I was looking on like Twitter and like Instagram, and I follow a bunch of artists that are at Comic-Con right now, and like there's a booth like essentially dedicated as like a memorial to him, and it's heartbreaking. It really is. Yeah. God, his art is so fucking good. Like I was just going through his Instagram page, and I was like, yeah, I forgot he did like a whole thing where he was doing like Batman and stuff like that, and his Batman looks so fucking cool. Um, yeah. So moving on from that. You want to talk about video game news? Do you want to talk about entertainment news? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You son of a bitch. Anyways, uh, so what do we talk about, fam? What do we talk about? What do you want to talk about?
Let me find the.
Ooh.
Oh my god! Whew, I got scared. It said nothing was pinned for a second, and I was like,
That doesn't seem right.
You want to start at the bottom and then move to the top, or start at the top and go to the bottom?
Yeah, bottom to the top.
Cool, because this is fucking annoying.
Oh god, excuse me. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? Please, what is annoying? Tell us.
Google Stadia is shutting down.
Woo!
God, this is a bright screen.
Woo! Yeah, it is. Find this.
So I know, unless you bought it, 3 people that bought it.
Fucking nuts, bro. Fucking.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Oh, for some reason I don't have the tab open for the Google Stadia stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So when this was coming out, I had 2 people talk to me about it that were genuinely excited for it, and off the top of my head, I can't remember who had tried streaming games before, but I know PlayStation through their PS Now, I think it was streaming. And I had voiced my concern of that having delay, input delay. And I was like, I know what they're saying, sounds like it's really good, but I have a feeling it's not going to be great, even though it's Google. You know, Google, to me, like, they would be the ones that would be able to do this type of stuff and make everything, like, super low latency and all that. And, yeah, they still got it. You know, my brother was one of them. He likes games. He doesn't play them, I think, as much as like we do.
He's not a weird nerd that plays Lords of the Fallen. You text your brother right now. Have you played Lords of the Fallen?
He's never played a Souls game. He really enjoyed
wow,
the new one that everyone liked,
Elden Ring.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
He really enjoyed Elden Ring.
Yeah, it's a good one.
But he had gotten this, and he was like, it's fine. Like, you know,
yeah,
like casual gamer type vibe, basically.
Yeah. Because Because I feel like that's what Stadia was mostly like going for a lot of the casual players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But your thoughts on Stadia?
I don't know. I tried it. I didn't really care for it. I don't know. I think it was a tough sell in the first place when everyone already kind of has an Xbox or a PlayStation, and then they would have to rebuy their games.
Yeah, that's the thing I didn't understand because like I think the first speculation of this thing coming out was that people thought this was going to be the Netflix of video games, and then it just turned out to be a weird cloud service, but you still had to make the purchase of the games, which was like you're double dipping and you have to pay a subscription fee.
Yeah,
Because
the subscription fee was based upon how you were basically renting the system, right?
yeah,
Because you were paying for a certain.
there were different tiers, right? Because you also got like free
Yeah,
games.
it was, what is the thing called? Resolution.
Yeah,
You
that's
were getting
right.
a certain resolution.
That's right. That's right.
And then and then certain things were only able to be played based on your internet speed.
Yeah. Yeah, but I remember that the resolution thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. It was weird. Yeah.
Yep.
I think the first time I heard about Stadia, I was just like, I don't care because like it's like you just said is that like a lot of people have consoles, especially people who are fanatics for video games, so it's like the point of this thing didn't make as much sense.
This thing would have been great if it would have worked well. But so the reason it would have been great is no more having to buy a console. I would pay a subscription fee to basically, you know, I don't know
Play
how, I can't remember the prices, but like I would give somebody $10 to $15 a month so I don't have to buy a console every year.
Yeah. But the problem is that you have to buy the game itself, and I think that's where a lot of people were just like, that's weird to do.
If the games were reduced, I think it would have been fine.
I guess,
But
yeah.
I wouldn't want to pay $70 for games on top of a subscription
A
fee.
subscription, yeah. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Maybe I don't care.
Wow.
I actually don't think I do care.
Wow.
Think about your PlayStation Plus subscription. Think
Mhm.
about your Xbox Live subscription. You're just switching over to that subscription instead. As long as it came with quality built in, like Discord type of situation, so you can talk to friends while you play.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know.
multiple other features, right?
But this comes I don't know, because like we're talking about the whole thing about digital purchases as well, because digital purchases, we've talked about this multiple times, where like you don't actually own it. You own the right to play it, but you don't actually own anything of the digital purchase. So that's where
Mm.
I can say Google Stadia really, really like stumbled on itself, where it's like you're making this purchase again for the subscription and for the game, and you don't technically own the game. And with it shutting down was
Yeah.
a perfect example of that, where you don't own it. All this shit that you bought is going away. And then this kind of
I
leads.
really feel bad for the people that bought every single Destiny expansion.
So you, oh god, oh my god, but
Yep.
but oh god. Besides that dreading thought, you pointed this out, where it's like you think Google was the best people to do this, and I agree with you, because Google has fuck you money no matter what, and that's what they essentially did, is that they gave refunds to everyone that made the purchase to Google Stadia. Purchases for games, I believe purchases for microtransactions and for the subscription. So, like,
For the
they're
microtransactions too?
I believe so. I
Yeah,
believe
oh, that's
so.
wild.
Yeah.
Hopefully, good, because the people that, again, if they bought the Destiny expansion,
Fuck, dude.
go buy them on PlayStation or Steam or whatever the. No, wait.
Or
I think
mhm.
Epic Games, not Steam, right?
I think
No,
Destiny
it is
2.
on Steam.
Yeah,
It is on Steam.
it is on Steam.
But it is on Epic Games now, too.
Yes, I believe so.
No, it is. They
Is it?
put it out. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
because I linked my account. It gave me free things.
Wow. Oh god.
I have
I
to have
just
all the Destiny stuff, bro. What am I supposed to do? I can't be left out.
I just burped when you said Destiny 2 free stuff because
I was like Destiny, and he's like, "Oh, heartburn, my
heartburn, my
my
heart.
Argentina."
Uh, the agita. You give me the agita. Uh, uh, um, yeah, Essentially, they're just giving refunds to everybody else. But this is the hilarious thing because I think it was Gene Park over at the Washington Post that posted up that first video of what Stadia was playing on his work computer while playing Destiny 2, and it is that infamous video of him holding down the analog stick to turn around and holding it for a good while and then lets it go, and then after like maybe a 5-second delay is when it starts to turn. That was the first instance of Stadia. Yeah, it was I believe it was Gene Park. Stadia. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, but yeah, Google just has fuck you money to do whatever the fuck they want. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like at this point, like, Google going into gaming doesn't make that much sense because they've tried a bunch of times to do like gaming stuff, or they tried like other projects and they've never really lasted that long. Because didn't they try to do like a Google AR kind of thing, like augmented reality? Because wasn't like the Google
Their
Glass?
glasses?
Yeah, wasn't that a thing that they were trying to push out?
Yes.
Did that ever amount to anything?
Yes. Snapchat made glasses. That I think that like pushed that. I don't know. I mean, Microsoft made the Hollow out of it. I guess not out of it, but like
they did.
I think it kind of like pushed everyone to be like glasses. We need to do that.
Metaverse. Yeah. Eventually.
Talking on that real quick. I just want to say something about futuristic movie tech, where futuristic movies always have like a see-through device where they're using it and they're like touching glass and they're like, I need to call home on this glass pad, and or like whatever they're doing, something about something in a secret military base and it's see-through glass on a fucking subway. Yeah, nobody ever wants see-through glass, asshole, because they can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Touching glass isn't futuristic.
but what about not glass, but like what about like Iron Man's thing when Tony Stark has like the holograms and he's like extend, push out, bring in.
Yeah, that's fine. He's doing it in his lab. I was gonna go laboratory, but then I feel like Dexter's laboratory, fucking motherfucker. Like
lab,
my laboratory. And you are stupid.
Yeah,
Makes me angry. Kind of like when you were like talking about like Tom Cruise, and he's like, and then takes out the voice things like, "Hey, I'm Tom Cruise." Actually, it's more like, I'm Tom Cruise," but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck Tom Cruise.
Wow.
He's bad at movies.
I can't believe you hate big action star Tom Cruise. What are you going to tell me next? You hate John Cena because he loves China? Is it not truly Bing Chilling? I've seen that
Does
meme.
He love China?
There was a whole thing. Don't you remember where there was a thing where he apologized to China for calling, I believe Taiwan a country? Yeah, there was a whole thing.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm sure he makes so much money in China. Probably. That's probably why.
I would assume so. But like, there was he spoke. What was it? Mandarin or I don't remember Mandarin or Cantonese. But like, there's a whole thing of like him holding an ice cream and him saying "Bing Chilling," and like that just got memed to hell. I got memed. I got memed to hell. Yeah, look it up.
Oh, I need to see this.
Bing chilling.
I'll look that up later.
Okay. Uh
I'm so
uh
sorry.
anyways, Google Stadia Bing chilling. You know what truly wasn't Bing chilling? Google Stadia. Uh Jesus.
He almost got his whole career ruined by saying Oh shit,
Fuck.
that's funny.
Yeah, I think just back on this on the Google Stadia front. Yeah, when is it supposed to shut down?
I don't know. I wasn't. My bad.
I think within oh god, because I
I
forget
think
to
it's by the start of next year. January 2023.
Okay, yeah, crazy. Yeah, man, I don't know. Like talking about like streaming services that are gonna bring games. It's just like I feel like this is something that a lot of those companies are gonna take into consideration of just like if it's gonna go anywhere, and
I think.
even the biggest tech giant like Google couldn't do it.
Yeah. So the next ones to do it would be Amazon, who has the most money to really just fucking throw to whatever they want to.
Yeah,
Um,
about to say Amazon kind of has their own gaming thing, right? I think it's similar to
yeah, they shut
Stadia.
down so much though. They pretty much like hit the fucking like eject button
Yeah, because
and stopped.
I have no idea because it's like Amazon Luna, right? Like that's their
I don't know.
controller. Okay, well, all right. See, this is how much we know about this shit because we.
Well, so they had a bunch of games in production. They were going to compete with things like League. They were going to compete with things like a couple like action adventures, I think. There was a lot of like I think they were trying to make an MMO.
They
And
they they bought a lot of studios too to make Amazon exclusive stuff.
I've followed the League thing they were trying to do pretty good because I was like interested, not excited.
Yeah.
And then I watched it, and they tried really hard to like make it seem really esporty when they were showing it off.
Mm.
That's
Didn't work.
a really bad idea. You should just show your fucking game off and not try to like force it down people's throats.
Especially during, especially to make it esports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were like, it was the showcase of it, and they were like, they had casters.
Okay.
And they were like, whoa, he's taking the ball into the hole. And it's like, nobody needs that right now. We need to know what the game's about, how it works. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We don't need somebody to like cast it to us. We need a actual dev to come up and be like, this is how it works. This is what it looks like. This is what we're going to implement later on, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, bad game. Then like a couple other games they had made, I had watched a few things. Again, like this is how much of an impact it made. I don't remember the names. Just like didn't look great. There's probably still like a few in development, but they it looked like they were shutting down a lot of their stuff. But I think Amazon would probably be the company next to go for that streaming type thing.
Yeah.
As far as it goes for games.
Yeah, because like I mentioned earlier, is that they purchase a lot of gaming studios. I think one specifically that I remember is Double Helix. And Double Helix worked on like Killer Instinct, the Xbox one game. Yeah, they worked on that and they got bought out by Amazon and just nothing has happened with them. It's been years since the purchase was made. But I think going back on the end of studios, the shit that was going on with Google Stadia, a lot of studios weren't told about that literally until the day of that tweet was sent out. So there were companies that were working on games for Google Stadia that just found out about that shit.
Oh no.
So
buddy.
I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with that.
That stuff. Well, they're gonna cancel their fucking things.
They're gonna have to, yeah, or they're gonna have to find somebody else that like might be interested in this game that was exclusive to this other thing that doesn't exist.
I wonder if there's a legal action they could take. I mean, like, not that I think they should. I mean, but
I don't know. I don't know whether or not like Google still.
If you're not told about it and it's something you're Although
working
I
on.
guess it's like your own like, I don't know. I feel like there's a disconnect there that's supposed to like not happen. They're not supposed to like just not tell you, right?
Well, I think the real
Because
question
you're
is,
working for their.
yeah, I think the real question is whether or not Google paid those companies and they already got their payment and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about that shit, honestly.
Yeah, same. I think we just gotta wait until like I guess something comes out. I think from either studio or somebody that works at Google, because I think there were a couple people that worked at Google that came out saying that like they weren't told. I think that's the same story for the people at Stadia as well. It's just like they weren't told until Google higher ups came out and said, "Yeah, we're shutting this shit down." Oh, in due time. In due time. Shit. I got all my fucking tabs all fucked up, so I don't know which one to go with next.
Oh, but you know what else should shut down?
Ooh.
Uh, Trombone Champ.
Oh, that shouldn't shut down. Somebody worked really hard on it.
Oh boy,
Oh.
you go ahead and
Anyways,
run us through this.
a good feeling story from the New York Times. Trombone Champ, the video game, is the hit game. I've seen gameplay for this. It looks fun. It looks genuinely fun. They had somebody from shit. I can't fucking see who it is because the stupid New York Times shit is like, do you want to subscribe right now? I'm like, no, I just want to read the fucking article and call it a day.
Yeah, I just did a Google search and then opened up in a new thing.
Anyway, thing. Anyways, but they had uh a trombone player come out and hold on. Oh god. Oh god. What is the gentleman's name? James Buckle, bass trombonist for the God damn it, Philharmon. I was about to say Philharmonic, but it's not that.
Well, it's Herman.
Philharmon's orchestra.
Bill's Among Us.
Among Us is very sus, Baka. Philharmonia, Philharmonia Orchestra. There we go. Yeah, they basically had a trombonist come out and play a little bit of Trombone Champ and just enjoying it. A lot of people that play the trombone have just come out and said that like this game is just fun. There are people actually working on like a controller for the game to make it feel like kind of like Rock Bandish. Yeah, like I said, it's a game that looks.
It'll probably be fine.
Yeah, it's a game that like just everybody is just having fun with, and I'm just really glad to see that like somebody's little project became a smash hit. Yeah, really cool for Trombone Champ. That intro for that game in the beginning is hilarious. I don't know, have you ever seen it? The intro for Trombone Champ?
No, I didn't watch it.
Okay. It is very funny. It's like almost it's like a goof on like Dark Souls games or Souls games where it's like this weird ethereal like kind of feeling where it's like you are the trombone champ. It's very goofy. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, to be real, if they made a accessory for it, like Guitar Hero, I'd play it. I enjoy music. Music games are always fun.
Yeah, I kind of have these moments where like I'm kind of aching to play a hero game or a band game.
I legitimately have Guitar Hero 3 and Rock Band 1, 2, and 2 guitar controllers in my closet right now.
God,
for my PS3, which I still have my PS3, of course.
I think we threw those out in my house because they were just gathering dust, and I think my mom was just like, "Fuck it, like you guys aren't playing with this."
Bro, do you know how expensive those controllers are now?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But there was one that I was like super interested in was the DJ Hero stuff.
I still have my DJ Hero table.
Dude, I'm so like I'm trying to hold myself back from buying a fucking complete set of like DJ Hero shit.
You should do it. I'm gonna be real. You should just do it. It's a lot of fun. I have so much fun with that game.
Yeah.
The other thing I still have is Donkey Konga.
Oh my god.
I still have my Kongos and 1 and 2 Konga.
Wow.
Donkey Konga. Ooh, I love it because me and my friend used to. Oh my god, me and my friend used to play in my old apartment. And you were supposed to clap at some point because it would be like bump, 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 clap.
Yeah.
And at some point it's like clap, 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 clap. And we found out that if you just go into the microphone, it counts as clap. So we were just yelling at the congas, and
That's hilarious.
It would pick up and clap for us.
That's
because you could play 2-player and you fight each other.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Weird. I kind of want weird video game peripherals to come back.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, you know the game in Japan where you it's like a drum you beat.
Oh, Taiko no Tyson or Tyson.
Yeah,
no...
my brother loves that game, bro, and like I would just love to have that in my house.
What is it called? Taiko. Oh, Taiko no Tatsujin. That's what it is. But yeah, it is the little drum and you like hit it and like you could go fucking nuts. Yeah.
And they have like whenever there's like a cutesy thing for it, like they like make the drum like human or like a little character, you know?
Oh yeah. It's so crazy
because like, and stuff.
It's crazy because like some of the songs are like either like rock songs or like like anime songs. Like it is nuts. Yeah. That shit looks really, really fun.
It makes me kind of think of like kind of DDR, but for a drum.
Yeah. Oh, but I mean the fucking Japanese version of that thing. Oh. You've seen the fucking arcades for those?
Yeah.
They look crazy. They look cool.
Again, well, my brother went out there and played it, and like,
cool.
He took pictures and stuff. It was like, it was so much fun. Also still have my DDR pads and DDR. Love it. Oh my god, dude. DDR is so much fun, bro. I love it so much.
Yeah. Never played it. Never played it.
Yeah,
never had the
so cool.
Never had the pad.
I've never done drugs.
I've never done drugs, aka DDR.
Do drugs right now.
DDR. Do drugs right now. That's pretty good. Yeah, so Trombone Champ, that's what we're talking about. Trombone Champ. Smash hit. But speaking of peripherals, I don't know if I should go into that one I'm thinking about or
I know what the next one is.
Which one?
Jim Ryan.
Oh yeah, I guess that's not peripherals. I was going to talk about PSVR 2, but
just go into that shit. I don't care.
All right, PSVR. Talk about peripherals. PSVR. So Sony came out with an explanation as to why PSVR 2 cannot play PSVR games.
Why?
Because
it's new.
Because that's basically it. Because essentially the resolution is different. They can't really work it in for the older PSVR games. It's kind of a bullshit answer overall. That's what it feels like. It's a very bullshit answer. But it just makes the purchase of this thing like not really worth it.
So, quick question on this, because I guess I don't understand. If I own Beat Saber, I have to buy Beat Saber again?
It won't work on the PSVR 2.
So
there's a possible chance it might not work on PSVR 2.
So what they're saying is
most of the library for PSVR 1
if the company updated the game to work with it?
It maybe there might be a chance. Or maybe they might have like an upgrade for PSVR 2. You know how like we have PS4 upgrades for PS5? Either way, it is a dumb explanation as to like why this shit doesn't work, but it's like it for me it kind of invalidates purchasing this thing because it makes it like it makes it not worth it.
I'm on the Jim Ryan article right now, and I'm just staring at Jim Ryan going like this, and I'm just like, fucking the VR things in my head. I'm just like,
Oh, Jim Ryan,
dude.
Jim
I mean,
Ryan's a
no,
fucking
it's not all him, but still, he's kind of this dude's a fucking whack job, bro. I'm sorry,
yeah, especially with the fucking going to the oh, we'll get to that,
bro.
but,
It's
yeah,
so
we'll get to that.
stupid.
But yeah, basically, like I said, just to cut this article short, yeah, it's just this thing can't work because Sony says that it just can't because the older games won't run properly on it. It's like I said, there's so many fucking PSVR games, and it just invalidates the fucking purchase of this thing. So you might as well just keep the old fucking PSVR and get that dongle because that's what I got. Because I think you can get it for free if you have your PSVR 1 and you still have the serial number for it. You can go on Sony's website and you can basically write down or submit an application to get a dongle to go into your PS5 so you can use the PSVR 1. I haven't hooked it up.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't hooked it up, but it's that's how it works. That's how you're able to play PSVR games on PS5.
Is that free, or do you have to pay for it?
It's free. Yeah, it's completely free. But that's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. That just hit me, reminding me of you remember when the Wii came out and everyone was like complaining they didn't have protectors on the sticks, so they had to give out free protectors.
Oh yeah.
We had like 5 controllers, so we got like I guess 5. I don't know. We had a bunch of extra ones.
Yeah.
I think my brother ended up ordering more than he was supposed to, but we had a ton of those just laying around the fucking house.
As somebody that didn't own a Wii, I do remember that. But no, I didn't own a Wii for the longest time.
What console did you have for most of the time? Like PS3?
PS3. It was the first console I bought with my own money that I worked for.
Same. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, never purchased a Wii. It wasn't until like the Wii U where I started experiencing like Wii games.
My brother bought me the Wii. Well, us. It was always like a family thing whenever we had a Nintendo console.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Never played the Wii. Well, no. I played the Wii at like a friend's house, but I never owned a Wii. Only until the Wii U.
It was a good console. A lot of people shit on the Wii U, man. It was so much fun. I had so much fun with that game.
There were a lot of good games on the Wii U, but like that fucking dumbass tablet is like it's stupid. It is so dumb. Because you have to have that thing on.
You're gonna hate me. I loved it so much.
There were some games that worked with it, but like it was stupid to have because of the fact that like if you want to play on the Pro controller, you still need that other thing on, and it's just there.
Like,
you couldn't turn it off. Like you still needed to have that thing on. It was stupid. It was so dumb.
I used to draw on that thing all the time because I had like. It's so weird. I really got into the forum part.
Oh yeah, we were able to draw. Yeah,
where like you could draw things. Yeah, then people started drawing a lot of nudity, and it got really weird. But like, I would like scroll through that, like, because I guess there was like basically comment sections for like if you were playing Super Mario Bros. Yeah. There were people that were like tips and tricks, like how to do this, how to do that, and then you would see like the drawings and shit, and like somebody drew like Batman Mario, and I was like, this is so cool. So like I would draw like smiley faces and shit, and like post it.
Yeah,
I had fun, man. It was fun.
Yeah, no, like I said, the Wii U tried to do a lot of interesting things, and like I said, a lot of good games were on the Wii U. Fuck, dude, there were so many good games on the Wii U that it got transferred to Switch games. Fucking Bayonetta 2, Pikmin 3, Wonderful 101. Even though Wonderful 101 came out on like everything else, which is crazy. But yeah, it's just like the Wii U had good games. It's just it was on a console that wasn't that great. It was a really goofy peripheral. But yeah, never owned a Wii. I always wanted to get a Wii in order to play not PlayStation, to get to play GameCube games. Because the Wii was backwards compatible with GameCube stuff.
Well, you have the Wii now, right?
Hmm?
You have the Wii now?
No.
You have the Wii U?
Yes.
Okay. And that's how you played Skyward Sword.
Yeah, because I played the
Wii U upgrade?
I played the Wii version. Skyward Sword was only Wii. Twilight Princess came out on a Wii U HD version.
Hmm.
So there was the Wii version for for Twilight Princess, and then eventually there was a Wii U HD
But you played
version.
Skyward Sword on the Wii U, right?
I played it on the Wii U, yeah. It was a
Okay.
Wii game on the Wii U. Yeah, that's how I played it, because I remember fucking shaking the Wiimote and fucking hated doing the fucking Skyward slash shit. And I'm like, this is stupid. And then they
It
fucking
was so much fun and such a cool idea. It's very innovative. Love you, Nintendo.
It's hilarious because I bought that fucking Zelda amiibo and I have it right there, staring at me with the dumb bird. But I actually like that design of Zelda, to be honest.
I have I have 3 amiibos actually. My most prized 2 amiibos are my golden Mario and my silver Mario, both first edition.
That's a good one. That's a good Mario to have. Those are good Marios.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think. I have a
I can't wait.
There's that Sephiroth amiibo coming out. There's pictures of it.
Sephiroth.
Yeah, I got like a bunch of amiibos. I feel like the one that I
Do you
Mhm.
do you remember when they had the printing issue, where
for Samus
was coming out with 2 cannons?
That was fucking dope. That's some dope ass shit. Yeah, I remember seeing
Those
that.
things are worth so fucking much money. I'll tell you right now, man. Much like those Star Wars toys that were like literally whenever the movie came out, the original movie, are worth like stupid money.
The Kenner dolls. Those
No,
ones?
like the toys, like the action figures.
Not the Kenner.
I don't know what the fuck Kenner is.
It's like the old like 1970s or 80s toys where it's like the little plastic character in them. You probably seen that. Okay, never mind.
You talking about the holder, the carrier?
No. It's called Kenner. The company is called Kenner. But
Yeah.
it's like but these are like action figures, but like they're the old 70s versions of like what action figures used to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I don't
so
know
those
what the hell
ones.
Kenner is, but yes, the original action figures. Kenner's dolls, I don't know. Yeah.
That's what the company was called, Kenner.
Hashtag Kenner.
I believe it's called Kenner.
Anyways,
Yes, Kenner products.
so
Not
those
crazy.
toys are worth a ton of money. I want to say guarantee, but I don't really care. I guarantee that these, like the amiibo with the double cannons, are going to be worth stupid money one day.
I'm pretty sure they are right now.
No, I'm sure they are now, but again, like give it 50 fucking years, somebody's going to be like, man, my grandmom said that this toy came out,
Yeah,
80 years ago.
It's like finding a copy of like a complete Super Mario Brothers and like that shit selling for like $1 million.
Yeah, especially if it's sealed and
Yeah.
isn't dinged up and all that stuff.
Yeah. Stupid. But anyways, talking about stupid fucking
Cool. I hope it's this
PSVR.
one about Jim Ryan.
Yeah, speaking of other stupid, Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan coming out, flying to Brussels to meet with the EU regulators or the European Union regulators about the fucking acquisition shit again. So this is the same shit that we talked about where Sony was talking about their concerns to the Brazil regulation department about the whole fucking thing and about how like this is Microsoft acquiring Activision would give them an advantage in the market. And this is hilarious because there was a report that came out like a couple days after I posted this to the Discord that Brazil was like, we're fine with it. Microsoft is fine. We have no problem with them having the acquisition. But yeah, like I said, fucking Jim Ryan comes out and he's like, "No, EU, don't." And then EU is like, "We'll look at shit." But it's so stupid at the fact that like for one fucking game series, Call of Duty is the reason why they're so afraid. It's so dumb.
Honestly, man, probably an unpopular opinion. Call of Duty's gonna die.
Wow. You hate Call of Duty that much?
It's so the reason I say that is Blizzard's like a juggernaut, right? Or was. With World of Warcraft so heavily, that company was making so much money. It's the big thing, it's the new thing. Everyone loves it, Years later, now like Blizzard's really kind of just like, in my opinion, struggling as far as like the games it's putting out aren't doing super great. They might be doing well as far as numbers for now, but based on like how they've been going ever since
Diablo 3,
kind of Diablo 3, but also more so like
Immortal,
with the remake of Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Oh yeah.
Really, I think since that, a lot of people are starting to notice like, oh, they're not doing what people want. They're not doing what their core fans would like to see.
A lot of people feel like they're becoming very anti-consumer. There was a thing that I saw recently that somebody broke the code for Diablo 4, and it is rifled with fucking microtransactions, which makes me a little sad, but it's like it's to be expected.
Yeah, they had a hacker release a bunch of video of just basically like what happened to Rockstar. And my brother was actually saying he watched a bunch of videos. I haven't watched anything about it. He was like, it looks great. Like the gameplay, at least itself, looks really good.
Oh yeah, I only saw like not clips. I saw like photos of like what GTA 6 is supposed to look like, but
no, I'm talking about Diablo 4.
Oh, Diablo. Oh, okay.
Yeah, somebody released a bunch of like video of how the game's running and what's going on.
Oh, I thought you're talking about GTA 6 because the Rockstar thing.
No, I was saying somebody did similarly what they did to Grand Theft Auto to Diablo 4.
I haven't seen it, but yeah. That's what I heard is someone saw through the code.
I think it was an employee and he got fired over it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, possibly.
But anyways, I was just basically saying like what Blizzard's doing is kind of like making their company fail. It's, I don't know about money wise, but it just doesn't feel good as a consumer.
Yeah. Fucking
and
Immortal.
I think Activision with Call of Duty, especially since this past like multiplayer thing went through, a lot of people had been voicing concerns about how the gameplay is, and they said it in a very nice way. We're not changing anything. So
yeah,
which to everybody had then said, hey, this is a beta, so why did you want us to test it?
Yeah.
So I think these concerns for PlayStation about not having this deal, the way they should have been combating it is they should have been working on their own shooter this whole time.
I mean,
that isn't Killzone because it's bad.
I was going to say because they made the acquisition with Bungie, so they are working with something with Bungie to make a live service game. That's what they're planning on doing.
Oh, make a new game, right?
Yeah, they're planning on making a new game. Yeah.
Okay. Well, obviously he's way more concerned about Call of Duty, though.
Yeah, because Call of Duty has such a history behind it, and it is one of the best-selling games or best-selling series on like every console. And the thing is that like Microsoft wasn't good, according to their own word, they were not going to do anything to violate the agreement that was made between Sony and Activision at the time before the acquisition was made. Because Call of Duty was still going to have exclusive stuff to PlayStation, but it's just...
Well, they still had, 4 years, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think like 4 years technically.
I mean, 4 years is enough time to get shit running.
Yeah, but fucking this shit with Jim Ryan coming out and be like, no, it's creating a situation that like just didn't exist. But
it's really fucking embarrassing.
It is, and it's just like, dude, I'm saying like this era that we're living in of video games is an interesting one because there are so many companies being acquired by different other companies, and it's just like everything's going to become a single monopoly at a point. And it's weird at the fact that like Sony, a company that was so proud of making different acquisitions, coming out being like, Microsoft can't do that. They can't do that. Why are they doing that? They have the biggest game series of all time, and they're going to get so much money, and we can't make money. And it's like, then make something. Like, I don't want to shit on Call of Duty, but I feel like Call of Duty at this point has become so creatively bankrupt that they have to fucking reboot a franchise. So it's like, what's the point?
Call of Duty is pretty bad now.
So it's like I don't get it. I don't understand why you can't. If you want to break the mold in especially this industry that's supposed to be creative, you're so stuck on this fucking series that either people say is shit or they like it because they only like the multiplayer and that's it. Or nobody plays a campaign. Maybe a few other weirdos like myself play the campaign and think it's okay. And then
the MW campaign was good.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that, like, do something different. If it's such a big fucking deal, do something different. Break the mold. Sony has so much fucking money. Do something with it.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about Activision.
No.
Yeah, 1,000% Sony. Like, you have so many studios. Just do something.
Just do something. Obviously, the fucking Bungie shit is going to happen. It's going to have a fucking live service thing. But it's like, it's not going to happen immediately. I get it. Call of Duty has such a big history, has such a big name to it because so many people play online with it. But it's like, it's not the end of the fucking world.
Yeah, I really wish, again, I think they should just make a PvP shooter. I don't see a problem with it. Especially like a real war shooter. Not that hard. I mean, I'm sure the development behind it's hard, but like,
yeah.
How hard can it be to like copy and paste? Like, I don't know. Oh no, war's happening. Whoa. It's over oil.
What? No.
Whoa.
Why don't we get Mag 2?
Don't make it 100 players, and also don't
make it 500 players.
Don't make it a Fortnite battle royale. Just make it a fucking 6v6 shooter.
Mag, there you go, Sony. There you go. See, you're that creatively bankrupt. I'm gonna give you a game because you can't fucking do anything creative. So here's Mag 2, the sequel to a fucking massive online multiplayer game that maybe a couple people played and the servers went down. Mag 2, baby.
Speaking of company acquisitions.
Speaking of acquisitions, Jesus Christ, Tencent gotta calm down, alright?
Yeah. Tencent? Can I get vulgar or not?
Sure, I don't give a fuck.
Tencent pulled their fucking massive company cock out and just started face fucking the industry.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna disagree with you on that.
Just like,
it is
buy everything. It's so funny too because their name is Tencent.
Yeah, everything. I feel like at this point they're buying everything for fucking 10 cents. Because Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, so this article from Video Games Chronicle came out saying that Tencent is reportedly refocusing on aggressively seeking full game companies acquisitions. And it's like, Tencent owns a fuck ton of shit.
Yep.
And they're still seeking out more, but I get it from their perspective because they are a Chinese company and they don't really do well domestically, so they're looking to do more business overseas. So that's why they're acquiring more studios overseas.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting though. So they're a Chinese company, right?
Yes.
So there's gonna be some regulatory shit that they're gonna have to deal with
Yeah.
based on being based in China. I wonder if there's gonna be any, not state, right? Any country influence, um,
I
based on
don't
if they
know.
own a company outside of, and if they're going to be allowed to do certain things in those games now when they make them.
I don't know. I think it's dependent on the studio and where the studio is located. Because if a studio is located in, like, let's say the Netherlands, I would
Mhm.
assume they would have to go through like the laws of Netherlands for whatever regulations in there instead of going through
Right, but if
China's.
Tencent owns it and I don't know the guy's name that runs China.
Uh, is it Xi Jinping?
Hold on. Fucking Google it. Xi Jinping.
Yeah, Xi Jinping.
Um,
Xi Jinping. I'm probably
if
butchering that name.
it's XI Jinping.
Xi Jinping.
Yeah. So Xi, I guess, right?
Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if that guy says,
Xi. Yeah.
um, let's say he says, no more games can't have video. Fucking Jesus Christ.
No,
Video games can't have guns in it anymore.
I know.
Can
Yeah, I
they
get it
do
from
that?
I get it from your perspective because like China is very very
Yeah, they're strict. Fuck.
yeah, very strict with certain laws, but I don't know because
Is it
I
gonna? You understand? Like, is it gonna influence it outside of their country, or are they still gonna let them make money outside and still do whatever they want,
I
like with
don't
those companies? Because if they bought Activision and
uh,
they were making, they are now technically telling Activision how to make Call of Duty, right? Because they own it, or
mm,
you know,
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of legalese that I think we just have to like kind of understand, especially in China, but I don't really know.
right?
I can't give you a clear cut answer on that.
No, I mean, I'm not asking you directly. I'm just saying it's something that is just like
Jesus. Sorry.
would kind of suck, I guess, for them.
Yeah, if
Because
their government
because
was like
nobody's gonna want
hard.
to buy a game that can't have guns. And that's just like doesn't matter. It's not a real thing. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I
you
get it.
definitely can't put Winnie the Pooh in your games. All right.
Yeah, that is a definite. Yeah. No Winnie the Pooh.
He said, "Yeah, that's definite.
No,
Can't buy a Disney game. Just know that."
that is an actual thing. Yeah, they no Winnie the
Yeah.
Pooh in anything. Uh yeah. I don't know. It's such a weird thing, but I think on just the end of like them acquiring shit, it's kind of scary. Like I said, we're going into an era where like everything is being acquired by a big ass fucking company. You have fucking Embracer Group, you got Tencent, you got what's the other one? Um shit, what is it called? Embracer, Tencent.
Microsoft.
No, not Microsoft. It's the other Chinese company.
Microsoft buying everyone.
Well, yes, Microsoft, PlayStation. No, but like the other big,
Another Chinese company.
the other big contributor.
Oh, yeah. They just did like. Oh fuck! I know we talked about it a couple
Yeah,
things ago.
fuck.
Wasn't it Embracer Group? Wasn't that what you're talking about?
Embracer, but there's another company, another. I believe it's another
They
Chinese
changed their
company.
name, right? That one.
No, fuck. Hold on. Uh, do they own? No, Tencent owns Genshin, right? Fuck, it's gonna kill me. I don't remember the fucking name. Yeah, I don't remember. It's another either way, it's another big company that like owns a bunch of other companies. But Tencent obviously is the biggest one cuz they own a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah.
They own it's crazy.
This this is probably the biggest, like the largest scale type of thing that it's happened, where like companies buying other companies, or at least like video game wise. But this isn't like not normal, right? This
Yeah,
company's been doing this. Like, there's been parent companies to these like little
the
baby
smaller
companies
companies.
for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah, but like I feel like it's been this year or like the year before where we've seen it like obviously increasing a lot more.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. Which makes sense though, because like when something when something gets bigger,
Mhm.
somebody else that's already bigger is gonna want to grab onto that and say,
Yeah,
make me money. So
yeah. I
that
think
makes sense.
yeah. I think the other thing is that like Tencent necessarily isn't necessarily a I don't know how the word to explain it, but like it's not necessarily the savior of video game companies because you had the issue with Fanbyte, which was the entertainment news site, where they just got shut down because of higher ups from Tencent being like, "All right, shut it down," and that's it. So a bunch of people lost their jobs because of that. So Tencent has the abilities to have their branch companies to shut down. They can do that at any time. If they feel like if a
Yep.
company is not making enough money, they can just shut it down.
That doesn't scare me
It should.
because
What if they
it,
shut down Riot? Think about that. No more
yeah.
League.
So like that would bother me, but like
No more League.
everything kind of comes to an end. Like there's gonna be a day where League just stops.
Yeah,
You
League
know.
just dies. League just shoots itself.
um, but everything kind of just comes to an end, which like makes new way for new development, which I would prefer, right?
Yeah.
Um, it kind of makes me think of like the teams that left Diablo have made Torchlight 2, Torchlight 3, good
Oh yeah.
games. Um, there's other dungeon crawlers that have been made from people that worked on Diablo.
Hmm.
Shooters, Apex Legends has been made from people that made um, Modern Warfare. Titanfall, I believe, was Modern Warfare people, or at least Infinity Ward. I think I'm not sure. Um,
Don't remember.
yeah, so like, there's super good things that come out of these people leaving and working
Doing
on
their own
other
thing.
projects. So,
Yeah.
um,
Because
I'm not too worried about these companies buying it up and destroying companies because these companies got to die at some point.
I guess, but still,
Yeah, I
like I
mean it's
said,
not ideal
yeah.
for it, but
Especially if a company is announcing that they're aggressively seeking other companies, it's just a
yeah,
weird thing to say in a statement.
well, it's all
But
about making money. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's all it is.
they
But
I mean, that kind of looks good for their investment, right? Their investors, or whatever.
yeah,
We're eating up companies out here. Yeah, we're gonna be making you more money.
we're making
Give
yeah,
us more money. Blah 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 blah.
yeah. I
We're on the
guess
rise, growth. Other things that people say about investment. Wall Street.
synergy.
Yes.
Uh, yeah. I guess.
Bottled
Anyways,
water.
speaking of synergy, uh the PC port studio that worked on God of War PC is working on a live service game for PlayStation. So Jetpack Interactive is planning on doing some shit with PlayStation.
God of War Live Service Edition.
God of War Destiny 2.
Kratos with a space helmet on.
Hey
I'm
man,
here.
you don't know maybe, but yeah, I guess good for them for that company cuz what I've been hearing about God of War PC is that it's a really really well done port. It's really well
Yeah.
done. Same thing with like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's also pretty well done as well.
Oh man, Cat Spider Man. What a cat.
Oh my god, I just want Miles Morales as a boot, as a Tim's boot. I want a mod of Miles Morales as a Tim's boot.
I hate you.
Yeah. A Timberland boot. That's what I want Miles Morales to be.
Oh god. You know what else is oh god. You know what else is terrible?
What else is terrible? Tell me.
Blockchain games.
Oh my god, you can't be talking about blockchain. Who would do something like that? Who?
Nobody that would make Sonic. Definitely not
Oh,
those people.
oh, thank God. Thank God
Oh
it's not
God,
the
why would
Sonic
Sega
makers.
do more terrible things? They've killed
Why?
Sonic, just so you know. By the way, fuck them.
They,
Like
they,
Sonic sucked back in the day, and then they made Sonic that fucking like action adventure-y thing, which wasn't, with the Chos or whatever.
the Chows?
Thank you. Chow or Joe?
Chows.
Chow. Those two games. Yeah, it was Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Those games
Yeah.
are cool, man.
Yeah.
What cool games.
Bro,
And then they
fucking the intro of Sonic 2 is the shit.
Bro, Sonic open world, go fuck yourself. Like why?
You don't want
Why?
Frontiers? But
Huh?
Frontiers. That's what
Is
Frontiers
that the
is.
one that's coming out?
Yeah.
I don't want to play this shit, bro.
Then
Why?
don't play it, bro.
Good. I
Watch
bought
other
Destiny
people
DLC already.
exactly. Spend
What
your
a
money
good
somewhere
game.
else. I don't know.
Pain.
There is a part of me that's like really skeptical about Sonic Frontiers, and it's just like I guess I'll just wait till somebody reviews it, especially a review site that I trust. But fucking Christ, like with Sega doing this shit of like the first blockchain game, and it's for a series that's popular in Japan, it's like sure, I guess. But then we have the other shit of like where they talked about their big game series. You remember that where it was like Jet Set Radio and like Crazy Taxi, I think was the other one. And a lot of people were like speculating, what the fuck does that mean? And there was, like I said, more speculation of like, is this the NFT shit that they're talking about? And then now is the establishment of their first blockchain game. So yeah, basically the series that they're looking at is Sengokushi Taisen, which is a real-time strategy game, which is a Japanese arcade game that uses physical cards. And what they plan on doing with that series is making the artwork of the card the NFT essentially. And then whenever you play it on the game is when it's entered into the blockchain, making it its own specific ID card thing that you own. It is stupid. Why? I don't get it. I don't. Sonic.
They're gonna make it so you can trade and sell
That's all.
artwork
That's
or
all.
in-game items, is what they're saying.
That's all it
And
is. But it's crazy to think about like so many of these Japanese companies are really trying to push for the NFT shit. And
I think it's gonna fail. And
it
maybe
is.
it won't. Maybe it won't. But
It is.
you know what this reminds me of? I think this is how this is kind of good. Hold on a second. Never mind. Okay. McDonald's launched an NFT. I just saw that real quick, and I just had to. Right here, it says mention of tax surge last year. Many companies, celebrities launched their own initiatives, including Nike and
Oh
McDonald's.
yes.
Had no idea that McDonald's did that, by the way.
Nike, I know did
my
that.
grimace. Oh, I didn't get one.
No, I didn't get
my purple monster hamburger.
NFT on the blockchain. On the Mick blockchain.
The Mick blockchain, bro.
Yep, you're welcome.
So remember things like the Power Glove for Nintendo, right?
Mm.
No, it wasn't super big. People didn't really care. Even the console, the Wii U, bro. Like that, it was. I mean, it sold, but it didn't sell as amazing, I think. So I think like kind of just like these physical things. This is like the next step into like futuristic type of fucking crap that people are just making. I think people think, companies think it's gonna be good, and then are they gonna sell? Of course, some are gonna sell, but eventually it's just gonna kind of just wean off and like die. Kind of like these like peripherals that they have made before for like other things, or even consoles and games that they have thought were going to be big just didn't fucking sell.
It's a trend. It's all it is.
Right.
This shit is
Thank
a
you.
trend.
That's what I was saying in a horrible way.
Because my thing is, is the market still in a decline? It is, right?
Oh, let me see how my crypto's doing real quick.
Oh no, my Bitcoin.
No, I still have my Doge, brother.
Oh Jesus. Oh God.
I refuse to let go.
Because my thing is like if the crypto market is still going pretty strong, I can kind of get them trying to get into that, but they're jumping on the bandwagon so hard. Like, it is crazy. Like, okay, I remember there was that article we read about Square Enix in January where they were talking about like their interests in it, but then they jumped into it really fucking hard, where like they were doing a bunch of NFT stuff, and then on top of that, they were selling figures of Final Fantasy VII, where they had a code at the bottom for an NFT that you can have in their blockchain, which didn't like where a lot of people were just like, well, why? Like, you're jumping this bandwagon really hard. And then now you have Sega, now you have Konami. Konami was also another big front on that, where they were selling the Castlevania NFTs, which was fucking bizarre. But I don't get it as to why Japanese studios jump on this bandwagon. Yes?
You were asking, is crypto in a decline still?
Yeah.
October 15th, 2021, 61,000. What is the unit for this?
Ethereum?
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin? Mm-hmm.
I want to say this is per coin?
Per Doge? I don't know.
I want to say 61,000 per coin. I can't really tell because it doesn't have a...
Like a value?
60K. So 62. Well, 66 on October 20th. So anyway, 66,000 October 20th last year. Currently, right now, it's at 19,000. That's a fucking dip, mother.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, is that like I don't understand why these Japanese studios are like really jumping on this.
I mean, $20,000 is still a lot of fucking money, though. To be real, like
I guess,
that's still
but it's like
still money, like regardless.
I know, but it's like it's a trend. It's a fucking trend that they're really jumping hard onto. I guess you have
NFTs. I think that's trend. I think cryptocurrency has its I don't think that shit's really going anywhere for a while.
Yeah.
I do think that something between cryptocurrency and real money is probably going to be like some type of future there, you know?
I guess, yeah. I guess, but like NFTs I don't fucking get. It's fucking like you really have to be a fucking diehard fan to like really get into these Japanese studios NFTs, cuz like obviously Square Enix is really playing off the whole fucking thing with Final Fantasy. They're really pushing out with that. And they even talked about like making a blockchain game.
Okay, yeah, it was 1 Bitcoin for $20,000.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, Sega.
But yeah. You're right about that. I mean, I agree. I think it's just a trend.
So, Sengokushi Tyson, get hyped. But you know what else you should get hyped about?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, how about getting some priority and customer service support because you're on PlayStation Stars? So PlayStation Stars is the new thing that PlayStation introduced, being like their little rewards service. But it's already getting criticism over in Japan because it started early in Japan. I believe it's rolling out. It rolled out already in America like this week.
Yep.
I already collected my little tokens and stuff like that. Yep. But essentially, a lot of people in Japan were complaining about the fact that PlayStation Stars, specifically people that were on the higher tier, were getting better support in customer service. And that is something that a lot of people were like, what the fuck? Why? That doesn't make any sense. And I agree with them. It's like customer service should not be like that. it does not make any sense that like a person who unlocked 4 or like what was it, like 128 rare trophies gets more priority than somebody that bought a PS5 and wants to know how or why it's not working. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's starting off in a really really rough rough start.
I would like to point out,
Mm.
this took over, because I don't know, I didn't understand, so I don't know if other people understand. This took over Sony's reward program, at least PlayStation rewards, based on the old reward app. So you can no longer do rewards, as far as I understand, unless you still have points in there, I think. Your rewards for buying games and stuff are all based on the stars points stuff now.
Yeah.
So you can still redeem games for points, and you can still redeem gift cards for points.
Huh.
PlayStation gift cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's in the app. But you have to go through the stars for this now, not the old Sony Rewards app. I used to use the Sony Rewards app, so
yeah,
I know.
I don't think I ever did use that, the old one.
You got to link your account to it for PlayStation, and then anytime you bought a game, it was 1 for 1 point for $1.
Okay.
And then sometimes they would do deals where it was like, this week we're doing like every dollar is 3 points or whatever.
Oh.
And I like the idea of getting points and free stuff, so I linked it, and I mean,
guess,
technically free, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Because like what I've been reading about the stuff for this for the PlayStation Stars is that like you're able to get a like what is it, like credits essentially, and then use that to buy like actual currency that you can use in the PlayStation Store, or not buy, but like you can get like trinkets and stuff like that throughout the rewards.
Yeah, the trinkets are dumb, I think, but you
Yeah,
can buy full out games, and you
Yeah.
can also buy, again, PlayStation currency, which
Yeah.
is just, it's not like PlayStation points, it's actual money.
money. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like,
So you get a PS card, basically.
yeah, basically. So I don't know, but like I said, the whole thing with the customer service shit, where it's like priority per tier, is just like that doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That's
think
dumb.
that's I feel like that's really really dumb. That you should
Especially
not do
because like I used to be a trophy chaser. I don't want to anymore. So I shouldn't be priority based off of my fucking.
Did you get the platinum, bro?
Yeah, shouldn't be
Yeah.
based off of my trophies. I believe it's also based off of like how much shit you buy, because you
That
do
as well,
get points for buying games and stuff.
Yeah, at full retail price.
Which like that is fine.
I guess.
Being more priority based off of what you buy is okay. I get that, because somebody paid a fuck ton of money for this thing.
Yeah.
Or multiple things, like that's okay-ish. But at the same time, like I don't know if that's going to affect like wait time, as far as like, do I have to wait 5 fucking days to hear from you guys about this? Because that's a problem.
Yeah. Well, hopefully with that they don't do this anymore with the fucking tier shit.
I mean, to get my refund, I had to wait on the phone like fucking 45 minutes, my guy, already. So
yeah. So you don't want to wait for a refund 5 days later. Yeah. I get it. I get it. So yeah, Sony PlayStation Stars. And speaking about stars from PlayStation, HBO has released the Last of Us adaptation trailer. It looks
Senor Pasquale.
Pedro Pascal is a handsome son of a bitch, but I do not. It looks okay, I guess.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Yeah, it looks okay, but you know, I'm.
Wow, this guy just keeps saying the word okay. Whatever, looks great.
Well,
Love it.
my thing
you know
is
what?
I'm so tired.
Everybody should buy this show right now.
I'm so tired of Joel and Ellie. I'm so tired. Like, I'm so fucking tired.
You're tired?
I'm tired of
Go to
Joel
sleep, old
and...
man.
I
Bitch.
will. I
Bitch.
will. After this podcast, I will go to sleep and not think about Joel and Ellie.
You will dream of him and her.
Maybe Pedro Pascal, but still. I just feel so much fatigue for these characters, and it's just like,
why?
bro, move on.
There's been 2 games.
And a remake.
Is that too much fatigue?
Yes. Yeah, because like Last of Us hasn't done anything interesting with its world. I love the first game. This is somebody that loves the first game.
This new show is gonna give you more content for the world.
But it's the same fucking story.
Zombies, right?
It is this. It's essentially the same fucking thing as the game. You already played the game.
It's not the same thing. They're gonna do new things.
No.
As new adventures.
Fucking Neil Druckmann's gonna be in like, oh, let's take an artistic standpoint and like maybe switch a little bit of this scene. And it's like, no, it's the same fucking thing.
Very nice little finger work there.
Exactly, because you know how the Neil Fucksman works.
No, man, come on, bro. There's gonna be. What if NFTs were part of this? Would you be happier?
Maybe. No, it's just like I'm very tired of just Joel and Ellie because of the fact that like I love the first game. I love it. I love the first game. 2 ruins the fucking ending of the first game. And it felt like I don't want to revisit these characters that like I felt like the ending was fine. But the problem is that like
maybe this bridges the gap and really solidifies why the second one happened.
It's the story from the first game.
No, this is not a complete retelling of the first game.
Yes. Did you watch the trailer?
Hold on.
It is almost not beat for beat, but there are moments where you've seen from the fucking game.
Of course they're gonna have to show things like there's gonna be like flashbacks.
There's not gonna be a fucking dude. It is literally the story of Joel taking Ellie to go be the cure. That is it.
Somebody needs to be the cure, and obviously it's not you.
It's not me. I'm the virus. No, it's just like I just feel fatigue. I know some people are not gonna feel fatigue from these characters. I know that. I know it's only been 2 games, but it's for me personally, it's just like 2 stories soured me so much that it's just like move on from these characters. Do something different. Stop relying on Joel and Ellie. On top of that, the fucking PS3 game gets a remake for PS5, and it's like, why? Remake Jak and Daxter. Make that good. But no, you decide to focus on redoing this game that wasn't bad on PS3.
So, if this is like, ew. I didn't watch the trailer. I'm just like skipping through it real quick right now.
Yeah.
If this is like a shot for shot remake, basically, of the game to film, then it's for people that never played the game.
Exactly. And it's like,
I don't know. The girl that's playing Ellie doesn't look like Ellie to me.
yeah, Bella Ramsey, I think is the girl's name.
Also, Pedro Pascal doesn't look like Joel to me either.
They did some interesting creative choices, but like I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain because I'll probably watch. So this is the thing. I'm probably going to watch it because at a criticism of watching an adaptation of this, I will probably watch it.
So what I'm thinking is,
I'm tired.
Just
of
watch it. Don't yell about it yet. Just watch it and then we'll see what happens. You know.
I'm tired.
Just remember that. You know what? Resident Evil TV show was bad. How about that?
I want. Oh god, it was so bad. I can't believe I fucking watched it and you fucking gave out in the middle of that thing. Anyways,
it wasn't the middle. It was more like really close to the beginning.
But I want them to do something different with Last of Us. Like I don't know.
I don't want them to do anything. They should just stop.
I agree with that point. It's just like I think they should just stop with Last of Us. I think it should just end.
What they should do is make Uncharted 2
remake
and bring the Chinese beater back
Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't believe they put Mark Wahlberg in that, dude.
Yeah.
What a
They did.
bad movie.
It wasn't that great. No, it was okay,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. I remember my mom came up to me and she's like, "Oh, did you watch Uncharted?" I was like, "Yeah, you know it's based on a video game." She's like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty good, the video games." And she's like, "Oh, I like the movie." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it's okay. That was okay."
um.
But yeah, it's just The Last of Us. I'm so fatigued from The Last of Us, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I, I was kind of arguing with you about it, but like realistically, like yes, they could just stop.
Mhm.
Um.
Yeah, because like I said, it's just
They could
like,
also like focus on their other fucking IPs they've had.
oh my
Uh.
god.
You know. It's like Hooper. You know.
Well,
So do whatever you got to do.
that's Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is not doing anything with Sly
Oh
Cooper.
fuck, that's not them. Oh, oh, that
No,
hurt.
they got Jack. They got Jack and
Oh
Dexter.
fuck.
They
Yeah,
got they got Jack and
guys,
Dexter.
bring Jack and Dexter
Dexter back.
back.
Yeah,
Make a movie about that, you motherfuckers.
yeah, you sons of bitches.
Speaking of NFTs,
Speaking of NFTs, where we're talking about NFTs, Junji Ito. This is sadness happening right now. Junji Ito.
I didn't read this article. And when I was opening all these things up, I saw this and I immediately was just like, I'm sure Choja's not happy.
So a lot of people were talking about this and saying that like a lot of speculation is that it's not Junji Ito that agreed to this. It's probably his publishing company. So there is a slight fact that like his publishing company is like, all right, let's go for NFTs. And they told Junji Ito, we're going to make your artworks these things, but I'm assuming because of him being at his age, doesn't know how this thing works, was like, sure, do whatever. And it's his publishing company, so I don't think he can necessarily say no.
So you're just giving this guy a fucking pass.
I'm making only speculations on this. I can't say whether or not, but either
Wow.
way, I can say overall, this is stupid.
Okay.
It is stupid. I think it is fucking stupid.
No,
I think
Junji Ito stupid. He bad. No more
no
support.
No, Junji, no.
Why bad? You
I
bad
thi-
old man. You stop.
It is hilarious because like there's that one Twitter post of somebody
What
from
about woman in chair? Is that gonna be NFT?
no, because it is funny because of the fact that like there's somebody put that little meme from one of Junji Ito's story where it's like the hole in the wall where it's like, this is my NFT, you just can't right click and save it, and it's a dude getting into the hole. It's really funny. But
Oh god, some of this shit's gross, man. Fuck.
what Junji Ito stuff?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
What about that
No.
shark with legs? Okay.
No, that's fine. It's
Okay.
again, I'm not gonna point out which one I don't like because I don't want to be. I don't want to use it
Grossed
against
out.
me.
You don't want to be grossed out. I love Junji Ito's work, but like him,
His
being
art is so fucking good.
It is genuinely one of the most horrifying things you can watch. That fucking story of him not liking cats or trying to like his significant other's cats is still horrifying as fuck. Because how the way he draws cats, and I love cats, but how he draws cats. Because there's that one specific panel, I do want to get a tattoo of it. It's a panel of a cat biting on a hand, and it is the most horrifying thing you can look at. Because it's just like, ugh. Because,
The chair one was him, right?
I believe so, yes.
Or was it like a person in a chair?
Or there's a lot of people in chairs. I don't remember which one specifically.
Like sewn into a chair, wasn't it him?
Oh, I don't remember that story. I remember Uzumaki.
You had sent me like a website where there was a bunch of works.
Yeah, then possibly, yeah, it might have been his. But yeah, he just does creepy shit. That's all it is.
That was like the one that stuck with me the most. I was just like, this is such a weird fucking concept. It's one of those things you're just like, yeah, Japan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that like it's Japan that is really jumping in this bandwagon. Like I said earlier that like it is Japanese studios, but like I think it's just Japanese like media companies that are really jumping on this and fucking, especially for like manga and shit. It's worse.
It's easy money right now, right? Because like so many people are just like, it's so cool. So
Yeah, I can finally get my
I do. Do you own an NFT?
no.
I do. That's right.
Wow, wow. Is it a bored ape?
It was free,
Oh my god.
so I just took it. They were offering it. I was
I
like, whatever,
guess.
dude.
Yeah, I guess. If
It
it's
was a
free
hundred
shit.
thieves when they won the League of Legends spring, I think,
Oh, okay.
and they gave out a NFT chain. It's so fucking stupid.
It sounds really dumb.
They were like, "You now have one of these," and I was like, "Cool, is it worth money?" Can I like,
God.
honestly, man, it's probably already stolen out of the wallet that I own that I don't know that I have, and it's don't remember where to get it or open it or whatever.
It's fine. It's okay. It's probably like $3.
Anyways, NFT dumb. Go
NFTs
buy it.
are dumb. Just buy Uzumaki. Buy the manga. Buy the big bulky thing.
Honestly, for real, man, like when it comes to like Into and like all these other like manga stuff
Mm.
or like any like story based images, like why personally, like why would you I wouldn't buy these like NFT things. I would just buy the fucking book.
Yeah.
Because like the story is way more exciting than like
Interesting.
a
Because you're
picture.
just you're buying a picture or a pen and that's it. And it's like
Yeah.
just read the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because there was a whole thing that like, oh my god, it was hilarious. Because like Shonen Jump came up with like this thing on Twitter where they were like, oh yeah, it was just an announcement for something. I forget for what, but like it was hilarious because they had to make a tweet afterwards saying it's not NFTs, and then everybody was like, "Oh, thank God, thank God, Shonen Jump isn't jumping on NFTs." But it's like I said, you have publishing companies that are teaming up with NFT companies doing that, so it's like, the fuck, the fuck is the point?
Yeah. If Shonen jumped in on
Do you want a Goku NFT?
if they well I said Shonen if they jumped in on it because Shonen jumped. But
Yeah.
anyways, if they started in on NFTs, like Shonen Jump is for kids, right?
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
where
that'd be kind
Dragon
of fucked
Ball,
up
One
if they were
Piece.
like trying to sell the kids basically.
Yeah,
You know, at least
yeah.
NFTs like um but you know what isn't NFTs?
What isn't NFTs?
Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium. So have you played Disco Elysium?
You've told me
It's
to.
yeah, I haven't played it yet, but like I hear that like it's a very good narrative. Either way, it's unfortunate because the lead writer and a bunch of other team members left. There really hasn't been any explanation as to like why they left, but there's speculation as to like they were possibly forced out. Um, so there's no chance that a sequel for Disco Elysium would come out. But if it does, it's gonna according to one of the guys over at the studio says it might take a shit ton of time. But they are planning on looking at other IPs to develop. But yeah, Disco Elysium, that is unfortunate. Yeah, the author, well, not the author, the writer of Disco Elysium came out on a Twitter post saying that like, we confirm we're no longer at the studio, and then writes the names of the other people that left as well. And that game got a shit ton of writing awards, and even BAFTA awards.
That's weird.
Yeah,
It's weird that a company would get rid of people that made
a
them a
hit
lot of
game.
money.
Yeah, a fucking hit game. But who knows? Like I said, there's really no explanation as to why they left. It's just unknown.
What's the company name?
I forget the name of the company. Because the oh god, yeah, I forget the name. No, I forget. I literally forget the name of the company because they have the editing company for the game. Hold on.
ZAUM.
Yeah,
The
ZAUM.
publishers.
Yeah. Because they have it right here saying it is called the Dissolution of ZANUM Cultural Association, which was a title post that they put down from the editor of Disco Elysium.
Oh, they're based in the UK. Huh?
They're actually Polish.
I just went to their website. It says we're independent game developer, publisher based in the UK and Europe. So.
No, yeah. But yeah. ZAUM. Yeah. Basically, this article from Video Game Chronicle says that they left involuntarily. So, yeah, most likely they were forced out. But who knows? Maybe they might. One of the people that left might say something, about as to why they left. But who knows? But yeah, like I said, that's unfortunate. Especially for people that really, really were looking forward to something by the same team that wrote Disco Elysium. Because what I've seen of clips of Disco Elysium is that like it is a game that I probably would really, really fucking enjoy, but I just haven't started it up because the writing is pretty fucking fantastic from what I've seen.
Would you buy their NFTs?
No. I would just play the game. But speaking of NFTs, well, actually, it's not really NFTs, but this is more of a game development thing. Skull and Bones has been delayed again. Can you believe it?
I don't want to play this game. I don't know who wants to, but stop. Don't do it. It's bad.
It's Destiny Pirates. What are you talking about?
It's not. It's nothing like Destiny. Wait, no, fuck you. It's nothing like Destiny.
So now they pushed the date to the 9th of March next year. This game, there's an interesting thing where this game has been supported by tax money in Singapore, so they need to release this game. Or not, they have to return that money back, Ubisoft. So I think the whole deal is that like it has to release at the end of the fiscal year. So that essentially around March is the end of the fiscal year of 2022.
Ubisoft makes such bad.
What do you mean? Don't you want to climb a watchtower with your boat? Don't you want to do an eagle dive with your boat?
Oh my fucking god.
There you go. I put that image in your head.
That's so fucking stupid. Oh shit.
You're welcome.
Fuck.
But yeah, essentially there is tax money riding on this fucking game that they need to get this shit out. But what I've also been seeing is that like I think the reason why they're like pushing it a little bit is because they put out, I think during, I think it was Gamescom. No, it was during the Ubisoft Forward where there were like this whole panel of like different streamers and content creators coming out being like, oh yeah, I've been part of like the feedback community for Ubisoft Skull and Bones. I think this is also adding to that whole thing as to why they're delaying it to kind of fix some technical issues. But what I've been hearing overall is that the game is just kind of just bland. Even for a pirate game, it is very bland. Yeah, I was never really I was excited for the concept of Skull and Bones because I'm like, oh, I really enjoyed the combat of the boat stuff in Assassin's Creed what was it, 3? And then more integrated into 4.
3?
3 had boat stuff, I'm pretty sure. But anyways,
I don't know, Black Flag.
The boat stuff in Assassin's Creed was fun, but like it's just over time where this game was announced, I want to say fucking 2017, and then nothing. And then once eventually Ubisoft was like, yeah, this game still exists. It's like, oh, okay. And then I just see more development for it. I'm like, this thing looks like it's probably going to be a microtransaction hell. Because
Singapore deserves their money back.
Yeah, that government's gonna be fucking pissed.
Game comes out. This shit sucks.
This shit sucks. Give money back to Singapore.
Why did they give them money for this?
There's a whole tax break that I from what I understand, some video game companies go to different other countries for like tax breaks and stuff like that, because some countries allow like tax breaks for art and like art reform, not art reform, but like for the arts and the cultural arts and shit like that. So video games fall under that subsection. There's some weird legal shit that these companies kind of like worm their way around, but it's essentially for that reason.
Terrible.
Yeah.
This game looks like shit. Fucking stop.
Destiny with pirates, Eagle
You know what?
Vision.
You know what needs to be reformed?
What needs to be reformed, bro?
Ubisoft's goddamn fucking entire fucking studio, bro.
Yeah, I mean, with their development like shit, or with their sexual harassment culture that goes on there.
Is there a bunch of sexual harassment that goes on?
Yup. Yeah.
Just delete the studio. It's
Okay.
bad.
Deleted, but you know what should not be deleted?
It should. Don't even do that. This should
Okay.
be deleted too, you fucking piece of shit.
It shouldn't be deleted.
Oh man. Do you want to do it together?
Yeah, let's do it together.
On the count of 3.
Are we thinking about the same one?
Let's find out.
Okay.
1,
2,
2, 3.
Okay, not the one I was going.
Is that what you were thinking?
No, but it's fine. It's okay.
Wait.
But we might as well just do this one. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You take this one because you're the one that has it.
E3 is returning in June 2020. E3.
E3's back, baby.
Great.
Sure. Basically,
separate business days and game days apparently.
yeah. It's being
the part that's really just fucking with me right now is the picture for this thing is so it's just
Fortnite. It's all Fortnite.
Doesn't make me feel good.
Fortnite
Looking at Fortnite being E3 basically.
Fortnite E3, baby. But yeah, it's being led by the people who organize PAX. So it's a lot of people are saying that like PAX is more well organized as a convention, but
I think so. I've been to PAX a few times.
Yeah. So there's some good aspects about that, especially for what is it called? Having business days for news sites and stuff like that. That's also good. Having personal days for people to come in, look at stuff, play some booths and things like that. That's also pretty cool. But the thing that a lot of people are pointing out is that a lot of the other companies already are pushing their own thing. So you have PlayStation doing their state of plays. You got Microsoft doing their own little thing. Nintendo has their directs. Like not even just those big companies. It's like even smaller companies like Ubisoft having their own thing. Well, Ubisoft's not really a small company, but it's, you know, you have developers pushing their own little mini directs and stuff like that. And then you also have fucking Summer Games Fest and Gamescom. Specifically Summer Games Fest, I would say, because that's mostly Jeff Kiwi pushing that shit out.
Great.
So I don't know. I don't know if
Thanks, Jeff, you fucking fuck.
I love you, Jeff. I'm never gonna stop loving you, Jeff.
Both.
But I don't know if E3 does come back next year. I'm just curious as to see what they're gonna have there. But yeah, E3 is not dead, I guess. I don't know. We talked about this about like, is E3 necessarily like needed at this point? I mean, it's existed for years, obviously, but it's just when the pandemic hit hard, it's when it kind of showed the fact that like E3 was not really needed, because like I said, you have those directs from different publishers and studios being like, this is the shit that we have. Here's some gameplay. Here's a trailer. There you go. That's it. That's all we needed to do. And it's funny that I mentioned that because like Comic-Con is happening this year in New York. So yeah, there's that, where shit is being shown over there.
Comic-Con usually happens in New York. Or is it San Francisco?
There's California. Yeah,
California.
there's San Francisco Comic-Con. And then, yeah, October is usually New York City Comic Con, which I did not get tickets to because I completely forgot. But still, I don't think I would make the
When is it
travel.
go?
What?
January, no?
What? San Francisco?
January is when Comic Con is, right?
Well, New
Tickets
York
are gone already?
It's already started.
Comic Con?
Yes, in New York.
Uh, well,
You okay?
hi.
Okay. But yeah, anyways, E3 coming back, maybe. Who knows? Will it be good? Maybe. Maybe not. But you know who is coming back? Who's
Hugh
coming?
Jackman.
Yeah,
Ayy.
a huge jacked man.
He's jacked, bro.
He's
And
so
he's huge.
he's huge Mac man.
Hold on, let me give me 1 second real quick.
Oh my god.
Fuck oh no. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hugh Jackman is, well, Ryan Reynolds basically came out with a little teaser thing, basically announcing that Hugh Jackman will be returning as Wolverine in Deadpool 3. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for this. I saw the trailer like minute 1 when it came out, and well, not trailer, but like little
The little
tease
teaser.
thing.
Yeah.
And you know, Robert Downey Jr. was sitting in the chair, and he was like, "Hey, Hugh, you want to play Wolverine again?" And then
Robert Downey Jr.?
Wolverine, yeah,
I didn't
the guy that
see
plays
that.
Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr.
Okay, you're doing a bit.
Oh, they're not the same
Okay.
people. My bad.
Okay. I didn't realize you were doing a bit. Okay.
A
Continue.
bit. What do you mean?
Yeah, you're doing a bit.
Huh?
You're bidding.
I'm not biting anything. Stop. So,
Bit.
and then Wolverine's like, "Yes, I would love to play Hugh Jackman again." So
Okay.
now we're getting Star Wars 4.
Yep. That's it. That's it. So yeah, you
No,
did it.
I'm really excited to see Wolverine again as Hugh Jackman. Apparently,
Wait. You just said it again. I can't wait for Wolverine to star as Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. What's wrong?
Okay. Okay, no more bits. Continue.
Aren't you excited? Aren't you excited? This guy says bits. I'm not biting anything. So, so, with all the like sleuthy people out there that are figuring out like all the shit that's gonna happen with the universe or what universe they're in and what's happening with Wolverine being in this, apparently we are gonna see the yellow, blue, and black Wolverine suit.
Finally. God.
And I am so fucking excited, bro. This is something that like I was questioning what they were gonna do for his costume when he comes in as a new Wolverine. Not him, Hugh Jackman specifically, but
if they cast a
whoever,
new Wolverine, yeah.
right? Whoever plays a new Wolverine, is he gonna get the comic or the TV show Wolverine original? Not, I guess it's not original suit, but the yellow blue suit. Like,
yeah. Because
when do I get to see this thing, man?
Isn't technically the original like brown and yellow?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the original is. Yeah. But like when I was a kid,
sorry, I just remembered about Daredevil, because Daredevil was like originally like yellow. Because he appeared in like She-Hulk not that long ago, and like it's the gold and red version of Daredevil.
Well, that sounds okay.
But continue. When you were a kid?
When I was a kid, you know, we used to get the we would get the Pizza Hut, and then it would come with the free tape of X-Men, and then we would watch the X-Men tape while we eat pizza. Obviously, that's how it goes, right? But yeah, it was a thing. Like, I remember Green specifically was yellow and blue, with I think like black lines and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So like that, I want that. That's what I want. And a lot of people have voiced like they want to see that really bad.
Yeah, because they teased the blue and yellow in like the Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
And when he was in Japan.
And then he was like, nah. And I'm like,
Nah.
no, you're a piece of shit,
I
which
don't
is
know.
not his fault.
I'm an actor, said Huge Jackman.
Ugh,
I
my
need
wife.
I need to show my face.
Um,
But yeah.
yeah. I was thinking about that. They never put a mask on him, true.
They never, no.
Yeah.
I think it's actually because of the fact that Hugh Jackman was like, I'm an actor. I don't want this. I don't want my face
Oh,
to
I
be
don't
covered
know.
up.
Oh no, I hope he didn't do that. Don't do that, Hugh.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he might change his mind for the Deadpool 3 movie, but I mean, the only person I could think about that like committed to wearing a mask, fucking Carl Urban, and that's why I fucking love that motherfucker.
I don't know who Color Urban is.
Carl Urban, well, Judge Dredd.
And do you think he could be Wolverine? Is that what you're saying?
No. He's an
Okay.
actor that committed to wearing a mask on his face.
Yeah.
Because in the entire movie of Dredd, he does not take off the mask or take off
Gotcha.
the helmet.
Well, that's the thing. Wolverine wears a mask, takes it off. He doesn't always have it on.
No, but Huge Jackman should have it on all the time.
Anyways,
The mask stays on during sex. All right, that's when it should stay on.
oh, Jean Grey. He takes the mask off. Why am I
Disgusting.
fucking a tree?
Disgusting.
Anyways,
Mhm.
just like little thing that happened. My brother, I don't know if it's like the New York Gay Men's Choir. He sings with them.
Yes, I
Or
saw
sang
it.
with them. Not
Yeah.
sure if he still does it. But he got to sing with Hugh Jackman, who sang with them.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
Yep.
Hey, he's a
So
good
he
singer,
had
though.
called me, huh?
He's a good singer.
Yes.
Yes.
My brother had called me and was like, "You're gonna guess who we get to sing with?" And I'm like, you. He didn't say Hugh Jackman. I would have, but he was
Yeah.
like Hugh Jackman, and I was like, "Oh my god, Wolverine!" I was like, "Can you get a picture with him and tell him I love?"
Oh, you cut off right there. Say it one more time.
I was like, "Can you take a picture with him and tell him I love him, please?"
Okay.
And he said he would, but he didn't do it. So thanks.
I would have told your brother, can you draw a yellow and blue mask and then cut it out and then put it on his face and take a picture with him, please?
He's like, "No, I'm an actor. Stop."
I'm an actor, please.
Actor.
Yeah.
Nah, that's cool, man. He seems like such a chill person,
Yeah,
except
no.
for when putting masks on face.
Yeah, because actor. Because he's also Jean Valjean
Yeah.
from Les
2,
Miserables.
4, 6, 1.
Yeah, and then you got Russell Crowe singing in the background.
Bad singer. Stop.
Anyways.
Almost everyone in there was bad except for him. Anne Hathaway was good.
Yeah, no, I was about to say Anne Hathaway was good, even though she's not there for that long. Amanda Seyfried. Seyfried?
The child?
Blonde girl.
The child.
Yes, that grows up.
Cosette?
Yes, but grows up to be Amanda Seyfried. Seyfried? Yeah, she's also very good.
Yeah.
But speaking about very good, you know what genre is pretty good? The monster hunting genre.
Disagree.
Okay, so basically, Koei Tecmo has come out with their new game with a partnership with EA called Wild Hearts. It is essentially a Monster Hunter-like game. It's being done by Omega Force, the people who do the Dynasty Warriors games.
Yeah, let's go. Dynasty Warriors, baby.
But so yeah, this is basically a monster hunting game. You can see from the gameplay trailer that like it looks very Monster Hunter.
This is one of the things I didn't get to. I'm sorry.
It's fine. But they did a previous Monster Hunter like game called Tokiden. It didn't sell that well. It did get a sequel, but it didn't sell that well. Of course, not like Monster Hunter. So they're really trying to change this up. I think they're trying to make this like a spiritual successor to Tokiden. While they're implementing a different mechanic to the hunting style, which they're doing I don't want to make this similar comparison, but it's like almost Fortnite-esque, where they're building stuff.
Oh, nice! I'll play that.
Yeah, they're like building like little things that you can use as like a paraglider or like a harpoon that you can build.
Can I build ramp wall?
Maybe. You don't know. Maybe it might be harpoon glider. Maybe, who knows? But like I said, the building aspect looks pretty interesting, and like the whole like I guess little world building that they have is that like the monsters you're hunting are like uh basically weird mutated monsters that like affect the environment. So that's why you have like a boar with like grass on it because like it's doing weird fucked up shit to like the grasslands and stuff like that.
Yep.
You also got like an ice wolf, I believe, in the gameplay trailer. Overall, it looks really interesting. I can say that like
Sounds
as
kind of
some
cool.
yeah, as someone that enjoys a lot of the monster hunting like games or specifically Monster Hunter, like this looks cool. I should really try out Tokiden to see how that was. I hear Tokiden 2 was pretty okay, but yeah, Wild
Is it
Hearts.
anything like Spanish? Spanish. Oh my god.
Wow.
Spaghetti Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon's Pizza and Pasta? Uh,
Oh
well,
my god. If
I
they made a Pokemon pizza and pasta, I would fucking.
hey man, I don't know. I don't know if Tokiden is like because like I hear Tokiden 1 is more closer to the like the original Monster Hunter games, while Tokiden 2 I think kind of like switches some things up, but it came out before Monster Hunter World because Monster
Yeah.
Hunter World has like seamless like transitioning with like going into like different areas and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Wild Hearts. With that said, a couple little things I wanted to add, that I didn't include but happened this week. So you know, New York Comic Con is happening. They showed a teaser for the Mario movie.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt is doing his Brooklyn accent.
Bad.
Uh, Jack Black is Bowser.
Sounded good, I think.
Yeah, that sounded pretty alright. I like
I
Jack
think
Black.
that Chris Pratt didn't sound great. I also only heard him for like 3 fucking seconds, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was stupid. He's like,
But
where's my meatball? And that was it. That was the trailer. Why are you losing it?
I really hope the entire time he's recording, he's just going
Like
like
this.
this.
Yeah.
Um,
He's going, forget
Hearing
about
Jack
it.
Black as Bowser though, I was like, man, Jack Black actually like
That's pretty alright.
either they like toned his voice afterwards, which is possible,
Possible, yeah.
or B, like I think it's partially just him, man. Like he sounded good.
Yeah.
As like I was expecting him to be like flippity buttabadoo, it's me, Jack Black, the Bowser.
Skadoosh! And it's like, alright, we gotta calm down,
Fucking
Jack Black.
like Kyle Gass is here with me too, and it's like, whoa, two people are fighting Bowser together.
The movie
And then
just
they're
becomes
like,
it's a
and
fucking
then
vehicle
Bowser
for
starts doing cock push-ups.
it's a vehicle for another Tenacious D movie. That's what it is. Oh my fucking god. Got glasses with me. Oh my fucking god, it's hilarious.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, it looked okay. Obviously it's a fucking teaser trailer, so it's like
Visually, that shit looks amazing.
yeah, Illumination does really good work with animation and stuff like that. I mean, as much criticism you want to give the fucking Minions movies or like the Despicable Me movies,
Yeah,
like over time they started to look better and better, and like this is an
for sure.
obvious thing of
Um,
this movie looking really really good.
really thought it was really funny. I mean, this is gonna be a funny movie, man, for sure. Like when the penguins got rolled up on by Bowser, and they were like, "Do you yield?"
Yeah, yeah,
And he just fucking blows up the fucking ice castle. That shit was cool.
yeah.
Spoilers.
He's like, you only taste a bit of our fury. Was it something like that? Yeah,
Yeah, they were throwing snowballs at them, and he was
yeah.
just like
This
staring at these fucking
yeah,
kids.
it's gonna be very goofy. Obviously, it's gonna
Yeah.
be very family friendly.
I think that's probably gonna be fucking. That's gonna be a hit, dog. Like for sure. Like whether or not
It's,
Chris Pratt sounds like a pizza
it's
pasta
Mario.
man.
Yeah, it's Mario. Like, how can you go wrong with Mario? I mean, yeah, you could go wrong with Mario because you had that fucking John
Stop.
Leguizamo, and yeah, okay.
Stop. That was so good. I just was gonna say that all wrong. Jag Leguizamo. John Leguizamo is fucking best comedic Spanish actors ever.
Who was
Or
it? It was John Leguizamo. Dennis Hopper, I think, was Bowser. Or no, not Bowser. He was King Koopa. He wasn't called Bowser. He was called King Koopa. And he had like the weird hair. You remember that?
Yeah, I'm trying. I don't say his name again.
Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Who played Mario? I forget the actor's
No
name.
idea. An out of shape Italian guy. Probably not really Italian.
No, it is a very well-known actor who's actually British.
Wow. Anyways, did you not like that movie?
Eh. Bob Hoskins, that's who it is.
I don't know. I think of it fondly when I think of the movie.
Yeah, Bob Hoskins is from the UK. And
Wow.
Dennis Hopper is King Koopa.
Good job, UK man.
Good job, UK man.
You didn't say Manado.
You didn't say Manado or McQueen. He did say my princess, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You say?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay.
You had more stuff, I think. I don't know.
Oh yeah, just one more thing. So there was a little bit of a rumor coming out saying that Sony was planning on a Horizon Zero Dawn remake.
Oh, I'm furious. Yeah.
Okay. Glad
I don't know why
s-
they're remaking shit. Literally everyone on Twitter is, oh yeah, you're remaking this, and then they'll post a picture of Cooper,
Sly Cooper,
and then a picture of Jack and Dexter, and then a picture of Infamous. Like, they're like, you have so many fucking things. Why are you doing this one, asshole? And I'm like,
a game that came out literally last generation.
dude, just remake Infamous. Just remake it. Why not? Wwhy?
Because no.
Give me the. Why would you switch voice actors from 1 and 2, asshole? What are they doing?
You're really mad about that.
We have talked about this.
I know.
So many times.
I know.
I will never stop hating them for this. Day of my life.
Did you read the comics?
No.
Exactly. I don't care because
I'm sorry, I forgot. He had
I am a true Infamous fan because I read the comics.
The chicken scratched the inside of his throat by accident when he was eating too fast, and now he can't.
Yes. No, he got more of a congestion and sounds more nasally in the sequel.
You really want me to break my computer is what you want me to do.
I mean, do whatever you want, but
you're forcing my hand.
I'm spitting facts here.
My hand has been forced.
But yeah, the Horizon remake shit is obviously really fucking stupid. It's really dumb.
Yeah, switching voice actors is too.
Yeah. And then one last thing is that the Overwatch 2 came out, and a lot of people have been suffering some server issues. I don't know if that's been fixed, but
people complain too much. It's normal Blizzard fucking.
No, it should
every
be
time.
Fixed.
Every time their games come out, there's issues day one, and people are such little fucking bitches, man.
Fixed. It should be.
They got DDoS, bro, too.
No, fixed. Be fixed. Anyways, yeah, Overwatch 2 came out. Crazy.
There's way more reasons to be mad about that game than the fucking day one can't play.
I guess. I mean, I don't give a shit about Overwatch at this point.
All I know is dumb. It's dumb in Overwatch 1.
All I care is whether or not there's going to be more Overwatch porn, which there will definitely be more Overwatch porn.
Stop nerfing everyone's butts in that game.
Yeah.
Make them fatter, please.
Make big asses for the Overwatch porn. That's my only complaint, Blizzard.
Blizzard makes flatter butts in the Overwatch community. It's like,
no,
we're just gonna go ahead and make her up.
Wasn't that a real thing with Tracer?
Yeah,
people were doing ass comparisons.
So there was an emote where she pushed her butt out a little bit, I think, and turned her head like this. And looked back, and it was her victory pose or something.
Yeah.
And people were like, "This is too sexual for children to play." And then Blizzard was like, God, "They're right. What?
Damn.
We have shamed the Blizzard." So then they took it out.
Yeah.
Or they changed it or something.
Reduce like, and it's damn, what a shame.
It's I just can't believe it's such a problem. People are so weird, dude.
And then you got Widowmaker with her giant ass.
Her fucking dump truck.
Her dump truck with her blue skin. It's fine.
They did reduce her ass size, apparently.
Bro, okay, no, go ahead.
I was like talking to people the other day because like we were talking about times that like they nerfed like butt sizes in video games. Because it had happened more than once, and I just can't remember. There was one that I can't remember, but Tracer was like the notable one that we remember.
Tracer, yeah.
And then I went through like a Reddit forum of like people just complaining about it. And then people were like, "Didn't it happen to Widowmaker?" And now I had to like read that, and apparently it happened like you just said. I didn't know. Apparently it happened to Widowmaker.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
And then people were telling like other people like the best poses to see her butt, and I was like, okay, now I need to
get out of here. Go find the Overwatch porn. You'll be fine.
Anyways, I mean that's everywhere, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, can't get away from it. No, because there's a thing that there's a podcast that I listened to that talked about that Blizzard has a fucking tier list of characters in Overwatch that they made do like the tier list is based off ethnicity, sexual orientation, what is it called? Physical handicap and like mental like what? Just weird, like really fucking...
What is this fucking tier list for?
It's to see what character. It's essentially a tier list made to make new characters. That's what it's
inclusive.
I guess, yeah.
Is it to be inclusive or is it fucked up?
It's
because inclusivity is fine.
It's kind of fucked because it's like this. They use this tier list supposedly they use this tier list in order to create new characters or to create a better or quote unquote better backstory.
How many heroes do we have in a wheelchair? None. Get on it.
A quote unquote better backstory for a lot of the characters. So that's why you had the whole thing of. I think the perfect example is fucking Soldier 76 revealing that he's gay. And there was never any mention of that. He was just white dude soldier man, and that's it.
I don't want to get never mind. It's fine. Okay, yeah, cool.
So but yeah, there was a podcast I was listening to. I'll try to find this thing again, and I'll send you the link. But it was fucking nuts just hearing that. Like, yeah, they essentially created a tier because it was also a fucking like a GDC talk. You know how like there's a game developer conference.
Yes.
So there's like a it's not necessarily GDC, but like there is a conference that they have like a Blizzard employee talking about how they create characters from Overwatch, and they use like a Venn diagram and tier lists for this example. And it's like, this is how we create our characters. We use this. Oh God. We use this. You just blanked out for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it is wild. It is fucking wild. I have to send you that thing, but okay. I think we can leave it on that note. If you are either gay and have a robot arm and you're from UK, you won't make it on the high score of Blizzard Overwatch tier list. Congratulations. Anyways, we out.
Maker's got a dumper. I'm out.
Time to go watch Overwatch porn. All right. All right, bye.
All right.